put my baby on so I can show my nipples on camera.
Oh,
fuck that.
Your wife like it. Oh, hey. Hold on, let me get my Suge Knight on, motherfucker.
Knows how to ride it.
Yo, listen. I didn't know. Yo, I just saw you do something I never seen, Chupacabra Killer. I seen you raise your neck. I didn't know you had a neck. You was like a snapping turtle just now.
Oh, listen, man, my chin protects it. So when the attacks come from the side, I fucking.
Okay, well, Bob know what this is. He was looking like an alligator snapping turtle in this motherfucker.
Shout out my Iron Ore brothers.
Oh, stop snitching.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Old school.
You should stop that camera and restart it. That shit's horrible.
My phone is still good. I'm sorry. My phone is actually pretty darn good. Actually, 48 megapixels.
Do you see what the fuck we see?
You have no facial features, bro.
It looked like somebody
Vaseline all over the lens.
Yeah, look like somebody pissed on the screen.
Somebody's trying to hide your identity or something.
Wise tried to adjust the camera, forgot he had anal lube all over his hands.
Oh.
See,
at least my kidneys are working. When was the last time yours?
I mean, Wise, are you using the Switch 2 camera there?
Shit.
Wise is calling us live from the Piranha plant.
The problem is
yo, you really bought that Piranha plant, bro? You really bought that Piranha plant?
No. The only camera I bought was this one.
He's like, no, not you gonna make fun of me.
When you bought that camera, Wise, was you mad that everything else works?
Switch to that one. It's probably better than the one you're fucking using.
Yeah.
No, to be honest with you, this is not bad when it comes to playing.
Get no worse.
The camera you're using for this stream sucks.
You should have been. Matter of fact, you should switch to the Switch camera. No pun intended. That shit is
hold
horrible.
On, let me see if I can switch to. Hold on.
That shit terrible. You bought that fucking cell phone from Temu, didn't you?
He said, "Just be great for the podcast."
Ugh.
It's an iPhone, but on the back.
Yo, he froze. Ain't this fucking amazing? He froze.
Yo.
Yes.
That is a Temu webcam.
You know what's crazy? Underneath that caption of that freeze should be my neck and my back. Look at this motherfucker.
Go fuck yourself. Tell us how California was bought, goddammit.
I'm about to say you can't even reply.
Yo, it's like I'm talking to a still figure. It's like, go fuck yourself. Please tell me what happened out there. Yo, listen, it was fucking amazing. It was fucking amazing, man. As always, it was a beautiful thing. Boots on the ground. Great interviews, great energy from my team out there. It was awesome. It was awesome.
We're gonna get into all of it, so save all that energy for a couple of seconds.
Now, I'm not telling you shit. Every time I educate, you cut me off. I'm not telling you anything.
Yeah, keep cutting. Oh, you're gonna tell me everything I want to know. God damn it! Trust me, I know.
Oh, he's like Diddy. You gonna take that? I better start drinking now, so I don't give a fuck.
You think I sent you a dead or alive? You think I sent you a dead or alive joystick, right? That ain't a dead or alive joystick. Did you put your ears to the box? Did you hear anything ticking?
I had a real vicious joke, but it wasn't for you, but it definitely was for your country. But I'm not gonna.
Well, you know, I was gonna send it on the plane, but somebody took care of that plane already. So there you go.
All right, I'll let you do it because I wasn't gonna do it. Somebody would have been like, "Yo, we got a fucking cancel."
We were clowning on that shit before the stream.
No, no. I got to get on the plane in 3 more weeks. Fuck y'all.
Where are you going, Lemon? Mr. Machino, my man, how's your week been going? What you been doing? What you been playing, boss?
Hello. Yeah, my phone. I muted myself.
Wake up, Bushy. Wake up.
He's been playing with his neighbor's wife, pussy.
Yeah,
and I'm telling your wife. Yeah, you do.
I think you want that old lady.
Weren't you his neighbor?
You wish you would. You nasty. You wish she was dead so you could play with it. Nasty bastard.
That's even worse. Nah, I'm just chilling and watching the game show things and read
what?
And then doing the Daylight Bob show and
what? Who? He?
What?
Where?
I mean, they cooking nothing.
Yo, Logic, I'm trying, man, but fucking Wise is that little devil on your shoulder. yeah, stab the bitch. And then you got the other guy like, no, I would not like that. Then he kills the guy on your right shoulder. Yeah, that's fucking wise. Fuck.
All right. So yeah, have you been playing anything good?
I've been bouncing around, man. Ever since Claire Obscure, I haven't been selling anything. Oh, yes, I did.
Oh shit!
I played the most boring game on the planet, which is Alan Wake 2. Oh my god,
Alan Wake 2 was boring to you?
this game is so flipping boring. It's ridiculous. The only time I enjoy it is the other character, the FBI character. And only because you get to go through the lake houses and all that crap.
Has nothing to do with she's black, right? Nothing to do with that.
Ain't nobody care about her.
Is that why you play? That's no reason why I play.
I don't own this shit.
He doesn't own it because she's black.
But Alan Wake's parts have been really, really, really freaking boring. At first, it seemed pretty cool in the beginning, and then it started to taper off.
You do know that. Did you beat the originals?
Did you play the original?
What does that got to do? Why
did you pluralize?
Alan Wake 2 was because there was an Alan Wake 1. 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you
Yes, I played the first one. Yes.
No, yo, KY. I don't believe him. He was too negative with that first answer.
I ain't finished it, but
Of course you didn't. Because that's the way the fucking game plays. It's a drama horror game.
Yeah, I know, but it's still boring. I played Azura's Wrath, and I found that game to be so much fun, and the story was great. Even though you didn't get a chance to play that much. It is not. It is mostly cinematic. It is a mostly cinematic and mostly a QTEE.
Yeah, it is. But it's
exactly
action. It's action based.
It's not a lot of action in it though. The game is like, listen. You got like 6 hours of like cinematics. If you wanted to sit and watch that on YouTube right now, you'd be sitting there watching that longer than 2 movies.
Yo, somebody shut his mic off.
Anyway,
Metal Gear Solid 4.
I'm still trying to muddle through it.
Open your channel and review a game. Don't some shit is just not for people.
And so now I'm back on the black chick side.
There's an audience for everyone, though.
Yeah. Thank you, Super.
Dead.
You do your shit.
People in the grave are gonna be like, "Yo, you're fucking boring."
I even tried some COD. Was it a COD? The Black Ops 6. And what else I tried? Some other COD
the only
campaign.
COD you're trying is the one that's fried.
What you need to do is get some of that COD off of your camera.
Can we talk for a second about that Call of Duty Black Ops 7 thing at that event? I was like, yo, what fucking game is this?
Yo, I said the
city was doing Doctor Strange shit, fucking villains doing all this, and I was like, what is this Inception? And then Call of Duty, I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, come on. I said, this is great.
I felt lied to. I can't feel anything below the waist, and my asshole hurt.
I felt used.
I
felt real used.
First of all,
I felt like I woke up at a Diddy party. Yeah.
You cannot judge a teaser just for saying that it's coming out. That's it. And they wanted to
but you didn't. But the teaser didn't seem like a COD game.
Right. What Call of Duty game am I playing with the fucking
Exactly. That was listen.
Exactly. Some people saw the other game and said Rise 2. And I was like, no.
I don't know who did that mess. When I heard about that, I was like, oh,
when I was at the party, somebody yelled that out. Yo, that's Rise. And I was sitting next to them like, nah.
I would have passed out laughing. Like, where did you get that?
Everybody was looking at me. I was like, stop. They was like, I was like,
no, that COD game was like a completely different game.
Nobody looked like to me. It looked like Quantum Break 2.
Yes. That's what I thought at first. For guess, I said, is this QB?
Yeah, fucking.
I said, this can't be QB.
I said, fuck that shit.
And sure enough,
it started getting wild.
There's 2 KY Bobs in here.
There's this guy named KY Bob. He said the man that's speaking about Ellen West really has no balls.
And one on the show? Holy shit.
He the man.
Speaking of no balls,
2 times?
speaking of no balls, we got an announcement this week. This is a small little topic. Spaceballs 2 has apparently been greenlit and being shot. So one of my favorite movies.
Mel Brooks is almost dead. You saw the picture they posted of him?
Yeah, he's 98 years old.
You look healthier than Phil Spencer.
I love that dude.
I thought he was dead already.
I thought he was dead already.
Blazing Saddles?
I didn't even know he was still alive.
Neither did I. I thought he was on the other side too.
I thought
he had passed away sometime back too. I was surprised.
And when they took that picture, yeah, he looks dead.
That's the Mandela effect. He didn't really die.
Yeah.
Bro, he is 90 years
old.
Ahead,
Super, go
no,
ahead.
I respect him. I love him to death. That's one of the comedians back in the days. I can say with Benny Hill.
I didn't know he was
funny
that
dudes.
old, man. Shit.
But he pushed the genre hard back then.
He's sitting in that chair, looked like they had fucking safety pins pinned to the chair to hold him up. That shit was crazy. I said, who let this picture out? That made me feel so bad. I was like, some people, I hope he's not in the movie.
Yeah, he is.
It's got to, bro. There better be yogurt in that shit.
Yeah, he played the Yoda guy.
His character from Spaceballs, yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
Can he still talk?
Of course he. What do you mean?
Does he remember to talk?
I'm just saying.
He'll play the old version of Darth Vader when he takes his helmet off for Luke.
At the end of Return of the Jedi.
I just want I want y'all all to know we are all going to hell on the express train. Bullet train.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the one at the gate welcoming you guys in. So hey,
listen, Wise, do not blow the smoke into your camera. It took the smoke like fucking 40 seconds to move.
The smoke was 2 FPS.
Holy shit.
Oh, man.
The smoke comes in, and then the camera doesn't know what the fuck to do. And then it's frozen for a second.
It looked like RoboCop.
Like Super NES graphics right there, man.
You look like you're in fucking flying.
When RoboCop's having the nightmare in the chair, and he's like,
"Oh yeah,
that's what I'm talking
about." Okay, so going back to this movie, Mel Brooks is coming back. Rick Moranis is coming back. Bill Pullman is coming back along with his son. So, yeah, they can't bring John King back because he's dead.
The movie's supposed to be out 2 years from now. I'm telling you, he's not gonna make it.
2 years from now. Wow.
2 years? I didn't know that. 2 years.
Yeah, they're gonna put him on life support. Beep, beep. They're gonna be talking to him. Yo, we made the movie. Beep, beep. Watch. He's not gonna make it, bro.
Yeah,
I think by the time that movie premieres, I don't want to sound like the movie, but I think that motherfucker's gonna be dead. we're gonna have a Mel at the end of the fucking movie.
Yeah, Betty White didn't make it to 100. I don't think he'll make it.
But I do hope they call the movie Spaceballs 2: The Quest for More Money. So like I
called it the first one.
Yeah, like you remember they alluded to it in the first one. They said, "Well, I'll see you again in Spaceballs 2: The Quest for More Money," or something like that. I wish they do.
And then we got the trailer for Hitler on Ice.
Yeah. Forgot about that. Oh man!
So you were actually bringing up a really good point. I don't think, as much as I'm looking forward to this movie, I feel like Super has said before the podcast. The movie probably is not going to have the same irreverent humor that the prior Mel Brooks movies did because of just the environment that we're in right now. Do y'all agree with that?
I don't know. I think you can still do
bullshit.
Certain types of humor.
You can do whatever the fuck you want. Fuck these
I don't think
that's the problem.
Guys,
that's the problem.
Okay, pause. Let me go to Super. Metroid, and then I'll go to Bushido. Then I'll go to Dragon. Go ahead. Super, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that I don't think anything is going to hit the way like I brought up earlier before the stream. We were talking about this, and I said, Dumb and Dumber is one of my favorite comic movies of all time comedies. That movie's fucking hilarious. And then they made that shitty prequel with the people that weren't even the real people. But then they made the sequel, Dumb and Dumberer, and I was like, oh shit, they're making a sequel, and that movie was terrible. At every turn, it is irredeemable. It has no redeemable qualities. Even Jim Carrey.
No. Hold on. You got to rule it back. He said it's unredeemable.
No, I said irredeemable.
Irredeemable. I ain't never heard that before.
Really?
That's because you don't listen now.
My fucking dictionary.
I didn't say it didn't exist. I just thought that was classic. Yo, what the fuck? He's talking like a karate movie. You bastard.
Yeah, he's dubbed. What the fuck is this shit?
Talk about old fucks.
And listen, I don't have to take this, so just you guys cut it out, all right? Now have a good day.
Chill off. Leave Cerebral alone. Okay.
Now, fuck that.
Have a good day, all right?
Please do leave Cerebral alone, okay?
I had a fucked up week. I'm in a bad
We're going to be nice and play nice with her.
I want to correct you, though. Hitler on Ice was on the tail end of History of the World Part 1.
Yes.
That's why you came in here to correct somebody?
As soon as he heard that, he's like, I got to get in there and straighten these young folks out.
A lot of false shit this whole show.
Now I don't feel bad.
Hey, Cerebral, did you ever get it working? Is it operating or is it
shit don't
work?
It
is, but it won't take it. For some reason, it won't update the firmware, and I can't factory reset it, so I got to look into it.
Give it a Bluetooth.
Okay, cool.
No, he sent me his Steam Deck.
No, what he sent you is a vibrator. I just talked to his
slide that in the radar.
I was talking about Steam Deck, and I don't know. My son. Okay, so here's the thing. I think my son did something to get some emulation software on it to play Nintendo games.
Yeah, fucking
that might have something to do with it as well.
Well, I think to do a, since it doesn't have the original, since I can't factory reset it, I'm gonna look it up. I probably need to buy an SD card for it and do it and offload it that way and deal with it. But
if you need one, let me know. I'll send you one. It's no big deal. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yes, I need one. I know I do. So.
Okay, just tell me which gigabytes you need and just send it my way, and I'll send it.
The biggest one you can afford. Yeah.
I was about to say the same thing, Paul. Get that 1 terabyte. Don't fuck around.
Paul just said, "Open your wallet, cocksucker."
1 terabyte. You know what I mean?
He just needs a 64 gigabyte, man. What the fuck, Paul?
Yeah.
Whatever your wallet fucking allows.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
No, if he wants a terabyte,
Forget about gigabytes. I want, I want the one above gigabytes and all that. I want
that would be a quadruple.
Yeah, I'm not going to say a petabyte.
Yo, Bushido, you're talking tech. Don't hurt yourself. Stop. Stop. Don't expose yourself. There's people watching.
Yeah.
That would be gigawatts.
And a petabyte is something totally different.
Fucking turn into electro.
Petabytes aren't on.
Is that what you
saying? Okay, Levin. Not Levin, but Cerebral. Do you have anything to say about Spaceballs 2?
Like Lemon said, I hope they film his part sooner than later.
Film his parts first, yeah.
But I will say, like, they did History of the World Part 2 on Amazon or whatever it was, and it was okay, but it didn't hit the way the original did. I'm not too worried about him pushing the lines of, quote, decency as far as today's world is concerned, because he's always done that. History of the World did that. Blazing Saddles definitely did that.
Sheriff.
It's not so much that, Paul. It's just that for whatever reason, as these people get older, it's like their sense of humor somehow moves or changes. Yeah. It's not the same as it used to be.
They are babies.
Like the second Welcome to America didn't hit anywhere near the same.
No, but
it still was funny. It still was funny.
Yeah, but can't
beat a classic. Once you got a classic, you can't really top it.
Right. And I think what it is Mel has always used his movies for messaging, the whole idea. So I don't think that part's going to change. How it's perceived might change, but not what he's trying to do or the story he's trying to tell.
Did you just call this motherfucker Spike Lee?
Well, they both do the same thing in their own way.
Well, I mean, I think there's something that there's going to be like I think the movies in this generation there is a deficiency because of everything out there. Because like I don't think they can make a movie like Airplane anymore. I'm almost positive they won't.
No, of course not.
They
Yeah,
can make that. Stop it, man. Did you motherfuckers not see Sausage Party? Mad people took their kids to go see that movie.
Listen. You're the only one here going to sausage parties. What the fuck we talking about?
You didn't see that movie?
No, I'm joking. Of course.
No. But you know how many parents took their kids to go see that shit because it was CG?
Yeah.
It's not
look at this movie with the animated food. Is that hot dog fucking that fun?
My ex-wife,
Obi-Wan Kenobi,
took my daughter when she was younger to go see Sausage Party. I'm like this. She get home. She leaves a note. I went to go take the money to go see Sausage Party. And I was like,
well, she gonna have a lot of questions.
My favorite scene in that whole movie is when they're peeling the potatoes and they
was mad.
all Irish.
But look, she was like, there was mad parents covering their kids' eyes because of that. I said, yo, you motherfucking see CG and you automatically think kid movie.
They do. They do.
If they've seen a trailer,
one trailer.
True people took their kids to go see South Park the movie. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
the first thing you hear is
that's irresponsible right there, or an excuse just to go see a South Park movie.
Okay, true
but the first thing you saw was, Uncle Fucker, so,
Yo, imagine making a Porky's movie today.
Oh, shit, no.
That will never happen.
I wouldn't hit the same anyway.
I don't even think that would fly today.
You mean American Pie?
American Pie? You mean American Pie?
Or you see Apple Pie?
Or Superbad? No.
And lemon meringue?
No, Superbad was the joint. The Superbad you might still, because it's still about the same type of thing. Young guys trying to do things that they shouldn't or couldn't.
Why is my baby mother in the chat?
Trying to drink.
Wait, what?
My baby mother's in the chat.
Oh, Cozy.
Hey, how you
doing? Let's go with for Yobi though.
He know what I'm talking about. This date. When did she turn off on me?
No, but true story about Sausage Party. So I took my elder son to see it mainly because my wife told me, he's going to start high school soon. You need to have that talk. I'm like,
well, oh, come on, you can't be serious.
You just can't be. Yo, he was thinking everything in this movie is all you need to know.
Because if he watched that movie and that's where he got the birds and the bees from, you should be a grandfather 4 times over.
Well, he saw it. So there you go. Parenting in the 21st century. There you go. All right.
Oh shit, we got King David in the building. Somebody wearing shades in the house.
My man Yobi, man's wearing shades because his future is so bright. He has to wear shades. How's life, man? What you been doing? What you been playing, boss?
Why is his profile picture frozen again?
These are actually prescriptions. So
Ray-Bans?
No, hell no. Fuck Ray-Bans. Warby Parker.
Yo, watch your fucking mouth. Friendship will end. I love my
friendship. We ain't got no friendship. We got a brothership, bitch.
So Yobi, how is the Nintendo Tour on the Switch 2?
Who told you that Switch 2?
Oh, I was saying, who told you to buy that shit?
Wait, hold on. Who told you I got a Switch 2?
I'm just kidding. I'm just pulling your leg. That's all.
Which leg are you pulling? I know you was. You nasty.
I'm getting one probably Black Friday or most likely next year. But I've been good, man. I've been working hard. Just relaxing, man. Just trying to take it.
Come on, Yobi, get one so we could talk online.
I got Discord, dog. I can call you right now to talk online. But go ahead.
Let's go ahead and move on. Let's pivot to one of our main topics tonight. Before we get to the whole showcase, one thing I do want to talk about because everyone's on pins and needles about talking about this.
I've been playing Starfield and Neon Abyss. Go ahead.
Nice. Neon Abyss is a great game.
So Xbox during their showcase announced new hardware, and it was the Xbox, the ROG, Xbox ROG Ally, and Xbox ROG Ally X. Xbox needs somebody else to do their fucking name.
ROG Xbox Ally X. Just put Dragon in front of Ally X, which we own. Put Xbox.
They
Put it
need
like
to
this.
find somebody
Asus made a
better
new
at
handheld,
naming this
fuckers.
shit, you know?
Asus, like I said, made a new handheld. I even said it on here. Asus made a new handheld, and the official Xbox one from 2027 that was supposed to come out that Jez told people that was supposed to be this year was pushed back.
No, it's canceled, according to Tom.
I believe.
Well, hold on.
You gotta put it out there like that.
It's not fully canceled according to Microsoft.
Listen to me. You know what, Paul? Who gives a fuck if it is?
That's not my point.
Exactly.
Just like I said in the chat, words matter. Officially, Microsoft has said.
No, but I was saying because people keep saying what Paul is saying, but it's not for Paul. Who gives a fuck? Because every CPU, laptop, desktop that comes out with Windows is a partnered device. They don't need to make a handheld. Let these motherfuckers.
I get that.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking in general. I don't want you to think I'm going at you. I'm really not.
No, but you're cutting me off. With you. All I'm saying is when we report it, we need to report what was actually said from Microsoft. And they've said it's on hold. They haven't said it's canceled. Everybody else is saying it's canceled.
I want it to be canceled.
That's not the official word.
I want it to to be canceled.
They had to say that because because remember you had people thinking there's going to be an announcement this week. No, go ahead. No, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
I want people to
no, that was it. I was just saying that they only said that because people expected it to be an announcement this week, and I thought it was a little.
They kept listening to fucking Jez. That's why.
Yeah, true.
Well, look. This didn't come from Jez. All right, listen. This didn't come from Jez. So apparently, this collaboration with Asus and ROG on this handheld was so special enough that Phil Spencer said that he's never seen the gaming section work as closely with the Windows section to get this right in the 3 decades he's been at Microsoft.
Yes, he did say that.
So if this ROG Ally and Ally X, if it hits big, if it's a big success,
it won't be.
Then that it will increase the chances. A lot of the console gamers out there don't already have an Ally.
Yeah.
No. This is why. See, we have to temper our expectations. This device will be over $900.
There are leaks that came out that said that console, the X, is selling for €899, and
okay, I want you to do
Ally
something.
Is €699.
I want you to do something, Mister. Pull it up.
Yes.
Me and you both bought the Ally X. It was $800. Go to Best Buy right now. Go to Best Buy and put it on the screen right now.
All right.
And that's with the Z1 Extreme. Watch this, KY. This shit is different.
Yeah,
I told people.
I already know.
I don't think it's going to be over $900. I think it'll be
okay.
$899.
Yeah. That's your wallet talking.
I think that'll be $899. $99.
No, it's not.
No. Wait till.
bro.
Wait.
No, I'm messing with Lemonade.
Wait. Okay. You can't. I have a rag ally. You can't do shit with me.
Okay. So
absolutely nothing. What did it say right there for the 1 terabyte?
$899.
What did I just say? It was $899.99.
Excuse me. See, this is why you talking too much. That's not the original price, fuck boy.
Right.
The original price was $799.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It went up fucking $100.
But that's the new version. That's why. It's the X. Like the Series X.
It came out at $799.
And then get the X.
This is a year later. Do you see the price a year later?
Why is this old tech all? What can anyone answer me a very simple
and you get a terabyte of space?
I'm sorry.
Why the fuck is all this old
why you
tech
keep
increasing
talking?
in price?
Why don't you just listen and learn?
It's called tariffs. There you go. That's your fucking
Thank you,
Yeah.
Metroid. And that was my point. Because me and Paris had this conversation. He was like, bro, it's gonna be 900. I said, are you fucking crazy? Ain't no way. And then I said, you know what? Let me go see what the original's going for. That's the upgraded version with the SSD that's 2280 with the 1 terabyte. Yo, Wise, click that screen and go to the 2 terabyte. See how much that costs.
All right.
And now I looked it up. I said, yo, Paris, oh shit, this shit went up $100.
No, to your right. You already passed
No, it's to your right. Go up, go back up, go back up.
Yeah,
It's right next to it says a terabyte. that click,
Right there.
I point to the screen like he can
Storage
see me.
capacity. Yeah,
Right?
I do too.
Click it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's $1,000.
Now, watch.
That's fucking shit.
Oh shit, Lemon. Oh,
But that says 2 terabytes. It says.
Yeah.
yo, I think he's remedial. I'm really thinking his reading it ain't his reading. His read RIF. Your reading is fucked up.
Remedial. Oh, yo.
What I'm telling you is, I keep telling people,
can you
this is
install
why.
question?
Hell
Can you
nah.
install an NVMe in one of these, Lemon?
Yes, 2280 regular size. They switched it with
John,
this.
you
Let
got
me
good
keep
job.
it.
The other
Alright.
one you
Let me
had
keep
to
it
use an adapter.
inside the old rods. Keep it as the old rod.
All right.
But what I'm saying
At
is,
least
what
that's
I'm
good.
saying is,
Let me keep them how to do it.
shove it up your ass.
He got a video. He got a video on his channel.
Connect the wire to your nostrils.
No, you said you want me to learn. I'm trying to learn from the master, and this time
He
you
has a
shut me down.
video on his channel of
Well,
him
look,
doing
look
First
at
of
it.
all,
Showing up this year?
First of
Look
all,
at it.
if,
Hey, look
if
at
you
it this
watch
way.
my
Look at it this way,
content,
Bushido. At least
you would
that.
see I did a live installation on how to do it.
I just said that. I just said that.
Hey, if you stick that envy up your ass, Bushido, your nuts
Okay.
will be warm.
If you slide it through your ass cheeks, it's gonna fucking go on hyperdrive, motherfucker.
No problem.
But KY, this is
It doubles the speed.
That's
But
right.
listen,
Your
Wow,
wife will.
wow.
this
your
is
wife
my
will love you more.
point. This is my point, right?
I'm prescribed to your
Z1
channel, and I've never seen that video.
He said prescribed. Wow.
Prescribe.
He just called me his pusher. He just called me his pusher. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm
You
saying.
know you have a problem with drugs when instead of saying subscribe, you say prescribe.
Right. But this
Look, I
is my
said something
point.
at first, but I had to correct myself.
From what I was told
Prescribe.
over the weekend, they're trying to work out a deal with AMD for them to for both sides to take a hit, because technically Microsoft did not make this device
Got you.
at all. When they said, "Oh, this is an Xbox button," technically they got paddles on the back, and you can press the fucking button, and it can pull up the Xbox app. That's not new either.
Hey,
Oh, they put all the fucking stores in one place. That's called Armory Crate. Which, if you watch the video, Rog said that. Asus said that. It's not new. Everything is exactly what the ROG Ally is. The 80
Okay,
watt
so I got a
battery,
question for you.
the
I got a
RAM.
question for Lemon. I got a question for you.
The RAM speed is slower.
You, Yobi, and KY could answer this, I guess, most effectively here. What are they cutting from Windows to make it run?
See, wrong question. They didn't.
I don't know.
They're not.
Can't
They're
ask
not
me that.
cutting anything. Listen.
That-
Hold on.
that's
Let me
not-
finish. Hold on, Paul. Let me finish.
Don't
Don't cut
Paul,
me
don't
off.
let him.
We're not letting you cut me off. I have my hands on the device. Do not cut me off. They didn't technically cut out anything. What they did was they're running the kernel that's basically going to run the operating system. So you got all those processes that's being done in the background on the Windows side. It's just not going to be active until you hit that button to switch. At which if you look at the bottom of the screen, there's two buttons. There's the dashboard, which is basically the Xbox, right? And then there's the dashboard where you can switch over and go directly into full Windows. So they're cutting off all the processing that Windows do in general.
Gotcha.
They're saving 2 gigabytes of RAM usage by disabling all the Windows prefetch features to make actions operate faster.
Basically cutting all the fat off. Basically, right?
Yeah, they're cutting the fat.
Let me say real quick that it is not a full version of Windows. It's much more closer to what's on the Series X. It's a very pared down version because they don't have all the additional drivers and crap that you need on PC and stuff. It's a very streamlined version of Windows to begin with. So,
who told you that? I want to know, because you just said something which is not true.
No,
but he's right.
What do you mean it's not true?
It is right.
It is true. It's absolutely true.
Breathe, Paul. Breathe.
No.
Paul, that's all right. You got it, Paul. You got it.
I am a Windows guy and have been for 40 years.
That don't mean you know what you talk about.
Paul, you got him against Rose, man. It's cool.
Dude,
it's cool.
I've been following.
This man's gonna put holes in the walls.
Ever since, even on the Series X, they've said that it basically is running Windows, but it's a version of it doesn't have the overhead. It doesn't have.
I said that before you came on. Didn't I say that, guys?
No.
Well,
I don't remember
you know. Go ahead, Cerebral.
You know who I had a conversation with this whole handheld thing? Jason Ronald. Jason Ronald. So I'm you trying to tell me you know more than him? Because if you do, I gotta fucking call and get you a job.
No,
you know what?
I'm done. He just said.
I'm done. I look at Jason Ronald. So Paul doesn't know what he's talking about. Never mind, Paul's been doing this longer than you have.
That's technically not a
believe
fact.
you, man. Don't.
All right, okay. There is something I do want to talk about.
I'm telling you where I'm getting my information from. He's not gonna fucking tell me because he's been doing it for fucking 40 years. He's right.
Listen, Jason Ronald told you to get off his back.
Before we get into everyone's feels about what is on that device,
Things don't change, dude.
Okay.
It's not a full version of Windows.
Okay, but let me say this. Let me say this.
This sounds more right than yours, though, man.
I don't understand.
Of course you're gonna dick ride because you don't fucking even understand either. What are we talking about here, Bushido?
So you're telling me you can hook up any printer, any hardware.
Yes.
And it will work.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. You have a raw gala? You have a raw gala?
I got one.
Oh no!
And I know,
you got
and I know he's right.
Hold on. Wait, it's a fucking PC. Period. It's a watered down version of Windows on a raw gala. All or no.
Am I the only one that felt spit come through the screen?
Hold on, Bushido. Let him talk.
You're wrong.
Okay, now
it's not a watered down version. It's not.
Now my question about this whole thing, what worries me, because I have such a large Steam library, so you've got this version of Windows that's got all the fat trimmed off in the background that is making your Xbox experience on the ROG Xbox Ally X better. Mm-hmm. When you switch out of that Windows full screen experience to play a Steam game, and that Steam requires a full version of Windows to work correctly, will your Steam performance be cut down because it's having to give you the full Windows experience?
No, because whatever, just like with Armory Crate, right? It's the same shit, right? When you load up a game, Steam, we all know, is a Windows app. GOG, Amazon, Epic Store, those are Windows apps. Whatever it needs for that app to work will be the only thing that will be included. It won't be anything extra to run things outside of what Windows need to do. That's what they're doing.
I'll be right back, Wise.
Okay, cool.
And yes, you can plug a keyboard up to the fucking ROG Ally. You can edit videos on the ROG Ally. You could use the printer on the ROG Ally. You can plug up a fucking webcam.
But can you do all of that on the ROG Ally, the Xbox variant?
It's the same shit, bro.
It's the same thing. It is the exact same thing.
So let me ask you.
The only thing that's changed is the software on how they're booting into the resources. That's the only thing that's changed.
I saw.
Besides the Z2 chip,
I saw SkillUp's video. I saw Cognito's video, and I saw Xbox's official deep dive into the console as well. Now, what I saw was they were able to switch like Voyager 88 said, kind of like quick resume. They were switching from launcher to launcher. Like, they zoomed out and it was like, I think there was a Steam launcher window, and then there was like an Xbox.
Everything gonna be in the same place. You got ROG, you know what it is.
Yeah. So my question is a very simple one. Say, for example, I have no investment in the Epic Store, nor do I have it in GOG. So
you don't download it.
Okay, so so that's my point. If I download it, do I have to deal with the Windows kernel to get all that bullshit up and running?
They're making it simple for you. Let me ask you a question. You got a ROG Ally. You download anything, any game from any store. Where does it put it?
It puts it in an Armory Crate.
Same shit.
No, but what I'm saying is that I still got to go through. But I got to go through Windows and install and all this other shit.
No, I get what you're saying. The only thing that I'm wondering what they're gonna do is how when you have a game, I'm gonna give you the perfect game. Diablo 4, right? Mm-hmm. When you download that game on Game Pass, everything works, but you got to download Battle.net for it to get access.
Yeah,
because it's still the PC world. It's not. It's a fucking PC. It's still the PC world. May run through your fucking Game Pass, but you still got to have that store for that game to work. Same thing with EA. When I fucking play Madden, you got to put the EA store on your device. Same thing.
And see,
That's
I'm
why you're technically not going to lose. The only fucking problem with that device is going to be the price.
Mm-hmm. That price.
Because because if you want experience, it ain't like Steam Deck. Steam Deck is using their own shit, but you can't put none of those fucking stores natively on a Steam Deck because they're not Linux operating systems. They are applications for Windows.
Right.
Okay, Click
That's
says
why I keep telling
interesting.
people.
The AI will help save battery life. The AI chip has been implemented in many laptops and it's doing wonders. So yeah, that's probably why there's an AI chip, because even Apple is doing some AI shit with their battery as well, because they're making a super thin phone shit. So now these days everybody's doing
it. That's how the device works. This is not no fucking maybes, no ifs. This is how it fucking works. That's it. You either accept it or you don't. But most people are not going to buy this shit because it's going to price them out. This is a hardcore device. This is not a fucking Switch. This is not the first Z1 Extreme system. This is a step in the right direction, but y'all want handhelds, and now you're going to have to fucking pay. Same thing when I told people about the memory card going to be almost $200. They said I was crazy. A year and a half before it came out. Your memory card's going to be like $200. Oh, no, you just say that because you spend money. I said, okay. Okay.
What
you see how that worked out?
This thing's probably going to be like at least $800, $900.
At least $800.
At least
unless they work something
Fabio,
out.
you were saying something. You had a question, Fabio.
Yeah, but like, what about the white version? There's the ROG Ally X and there's the ROG Ally.
Okay, let me tell you this.
Xbox One. The Xbox One.
Okay, the Xbox One.
It's the black one, right, Lemon?
It's the white one.
The white
right?
one.
Let me break this down. When my man Clown tried to go the cheaper route, he said, Lemon, I should just get the Z1 and not the one with the Z1 Extreme. I said, you're gonna spend that type of money for some shit that's more inferior than your cell phone? Just saying.
Right.
That Z1, if it ain't the Extreme version, is fucking 2 teraflops of power compared to the 8 of a Z1 Extreme.
Well, Digital Foundry has come out and said to the effect that even the ROG Ally X, even though it's proposed as a 1080p device, is going to be doing 1080p.
They're lying. You didn't see my tweet, did you? And you didn't see the people respond.
I saw your videos for the Switch.
They fucking full of shit. I'm playing Black Myth Wukong 1080p 30 right now. One of the worst optimized game in history. I'm also playing motherfucking Forza at 120 1080p. They're full of shit. Period. Go look at my tweet and see all the people who fucking have a ROG Ally. It was like, that's some bullshit. And somebody said Digital Foundry has been compromised. They've been compromised for years. They're lying. That's a lie.
Limit in stereo right now?
Yeah, Yobi, I think I'm getting some feedback from you.
To see what is going on right now.
You see, yeah, I can hear.
But you know what?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want nobody to believe me. I don't know people that know what they talking about. When it comes out, I'm gonna fucking be Petty Murphy and be like, I told you.
Okay, I do want to take this discussion to another avenue. Okay, now I want to bring you in on this one.
That don't sound right. It sounds like you're on a
Nova and Metroid. Nova Metroid. I want to bring both of you guys in this one because both of you sort of fit to this bill. Okay, the PlayStation camp is arguing left and right that it's not a Xbox device, and everyone on Xbox is saying that it's an Xbox device. So, like, it doesn't really matter. It's a matter of semantics, but like, what is going on? Like, why are people sitting here and arguing this shit that whether it's an Xbox device or
because it's going to play PlayStation games?
So that makes it a PlayStation device.
Never mind. There you go. Never mind. You're right. There, right there.
No, but go ahead. Get your bars off.
No, I'm just saying if the point is, well, it can play Xbox games, so it's an Xbox. Well, it's going to play PlayStation games too, so it's a PlayStation, and it's going to play Nintendo games, so it's a Nintendo. Like it's at the end of the day, it's an Asus product. It will play Xbox games. That is undebatable, but it is not an Xbox device. It's an Asus device. I don't understand why it is
sponsored by them.
Yes, it's licensed. It's got the logos on it and everything.
But what's inside these devices? Windows, right? They got to pay Microsoft to use that shit, right? It's not a Windows device. And this is what I said, Jez is full of shit. I keep saying it. It's not the Xbox device.
You got to realize, too, when it comes to the internet, most people, no matter what you do or get, they're going to hate on it and don't want you to do anything.
Yep.
They really just don't.
That's what it's about.
That's what PlayStation or Xbox guys.
You're gonna have PlayStation guys hating on it just because it has the Xbox in the name. Then you have Xbox guys who have zero interest in it whatsoever. Loving it and hyping about it when they don't give a fuck
won't
about
even buy it.
Xbox in the name. It's the same shit.
I want to see how much of these big mouth motherfuckers is gonna buy it.
No, but let me ask you.
I'm talking about Xbox dudes. They talk a lot of shit.
Oh, they'll be like, they'll be the first
all they
one
doing is talking.
Oh, they'll be fucking at the store at fucking 11:59 p.m.
Yeah, a week in advance. Fuck out of here.
With their fucking tanks and they haven't washed their fucking ass in
and I'm not. Don't get it, yo, chat. Don't get it twisted. I'm not discrediting nobody, but we know if these Xbox motherfuckers would have been buying games like they supposed to, there wouldn't be games on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Okay? Everybody keeps talking this bullshit. You fucking Xbox dude talk too much and you ain't speaking with your wallets.
It's the same shit with some of these YouTubers. The Switch 2 is going to be $600 when it came out. Oh, I have the Switch 2. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
I don't do that fucking cannon fodder. This device is not new. They just
the problem is
it's not new. It's new for console people.
No. Let me tell you what the argument is. It cannot run Xbox games natively. What does that even fucking mean?
It means it's a PC. It's not an Xbox.
It means that you'll have access to them through the cloud, but you won't.
Right.
But all
never
games
mind.
Let me
tell you everything.
No, hold on. I was listening. I wasn't cutting you off. That wasn't me. That was meant
to access your actual games in your library.
You see,
right.
This is what I said like 2 weeks ago. Microsoft is working to, including the console, they're working to a device that just used the PC code. So they don't got to go back and forth. Remember, I said this, they don't have to go back and forth between console port, PC port. So if they build a PC hybrid, which all of these motherfucking handhelds are, all of them. If you just use one code for game, if you have a Lenovo Go, you have a fucking 1X player, right? Or you have an Asus ROG Ally. They all play one code of game, whether it's Steam, whether it's the EA store, whether it's the GOG. They all play one game, one code.
Didn't they say during that event that they're trying to unify all the systems? Didn't they say in the event that's what they're trying to do? Yeah.
Yes. I had Kay Asante is one of the brightest IT dudes I know, right? Not the brightest, but one of. We had the conversation at the show, and I said, listen, bro, that shit is a ROG. And they're going to update it. I said it may launch exclusively at first, but they're going to put it on the other handhelds because it's just fucking software. No, they're not doing that. So I hit them with a tweet from ROG Ally. That's exactly what the fuck they said. I said that Sunday. They put that tweet out Tuesday. I said, I told you. They're not locking it to this device. They want a unified Windows software for everybody to have this feature.
I'm not trying to step on your toes, Lemon, okay? But they're all essentially running the same code. But in the console version, what they've done is they've stripped you of the options.
Yes. Facts. But Microsoft wants one unified code. You're 100% correct. You're 100% because when people like, oh, you're not playing on Ultra on your ROG, I'm like, you ain't playing on Ultra on your console either.
Yeah, you're playing to a curated.
Medium. Right.
It's a curated setting and that's what you download. They've already curated a setting for you and before.
That's right. It's just a generic fucking feature, but you'll see.
Yogi, let me bring you in. Is the Xbox ROG Ally X? Let me get all this shit in the right order.
Xbox ROG Ally X. Just forget the Asus.
Xbox squared X. Okay, whatever.
Fucking easier to pronounce.
Yobi, is this bitch a computer or is it an Xbox?
I don't know why he doesn't just write it down. I don't know why he just doesn't write it down.
Yobi, is it a computer or is it an Xbox or you don't fucking care?
You muted.
I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, all these consoles are PCs. They're just walled off gardens with stripped down options.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's all they are.
They're
Yep.
more than custom regular base PCs.
You hear me?
Yo,
now?
yo, KY, you just upgraded your PC, right? Am I correct?
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. I
Yeah,
can hear you.
Yobi,
Go ahead.
can hear you.
It's a PC. It's
Guys,
a PC.
pause.
It's a
Go ahead.
PC.
Yobi, get
It's
your
a
bars
PC.
off.
It's a PC. That's it. That's all I gotta say. It's a PC.
It is.
I mean,
That's
mean,
it. That's all
one
I gotta
thing-
say. It's a PC.
I
Okay,
mean,
go
one
ahead.
thing
Go ahead,
that,
Fabio.
one thing that I wanted to ask you guys, like during the Game Set Live podcast, we did discuss about the ROG Ally, and like one of the things that I've mentioned is that would you guys consider that this is the first example that we are having of Xbox PC, that term that they started using right
Yes.
now? Would you say
Yes,
this
what's
is
your-
officially the first example of an Xbox PC?
Yes. What's the experience you're seeing right now in this handheld that's coming out is it's their first step into what you're going to see on their next console.
Software wise, software. Because
Yeah,
technically,
of course.
soon as 360 went x86, it changed the game.
Okay, so let me go ahead and bring this up to the panel here. So my next question is this, all right, about this whole situation. So from when I saw this, I walked away from the whole presentation with this feeling that, and I was looking at because Apple also had their thing this week as well.
Who's that? Who's that?
Nobody seemed to watch that one because nobody was talking about
Thank
it.
you, Paul. Who's that? Fuck is that?
Let me see this.
Who? Tim Cook?
And
Tim
I
Cook?
agree
He cooked something?
and I agree with Xbox's pivot here. They're not trying to sell you a console. They're trying to sell you an ecosystem with the whole play.
Which is more vast.
Yes, which is more
We're
vast.
calling it a platform now.
Which I've been saying it for 2 years now. So, whatever.
And so the thing is that
they've been trying for a while.
Yeah,
but
I
the
agree,
point,
but
the
so my
issue-
question is this.
First of all, they've been trying since they had games for Windows on 360. This is
Yeah.
not fucking new. This is why I tell you people fucking got misforgets. They've been doing this for games for Windows on fucking 360.
Right, but they're just really getting serious about it now. I think they're to the point right now where they're like, we're not playing your plastic war anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Welcome to the platform war, and we've already got 3 legs up on you.
Yeah.
Yo, listen,
The-
but
the-
sorry,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead, Paul.
Cerebro,
I
go ahead.
just
You're not
wanna say
heard
that-
from you in a while. Go ahead.
The technology finally caught up with what their vision was, and their
That's
vision
right.
was 20 years ago. So
Now let's be real. They use just the PC code, right? And we see you got the G4 Win handhelds also, right? Those are Windows devices, right? They do everything, right? These handhelds, nobody talks about the One X player. You know why you don't talk about it? Because it's $1,500.
That shit is expensive.
Nobody talks about it because you fucking can't buy it. Right? That device has been stomping fire out for the last 4 years. They own like 5 versions. Why nobody ain't talking about it? Because you can't pay for it. This is not new. What Microsoft is doing, they want to make it after watching these other companies. We all know Lenovo Go got their launcher, bring all the stores in. Yep. Armory Crate, bring all the stores in. Motherfucking the One X player, they got their own version to bring all the stores in to make it simple. When you download a game to this device, it puts it in Armory Crate. When you launch it, it launches whatever.
Everything together.
But what you can do, which I've learned, I got Steam starting up when my shit starts up. So when I launch a game, I ain't got to worry about it asking for permission. You can do that. It is Windows.
Keep that up there.
That's why, Paul, I'm not debating you. I'm just telling you they're changing. These are fucking PCs.
No.
I know they are.
They're
but
PCs.
But even the article I just found says it is a slimmed down version of Windows. They've saved about two gigabytes of memory on it.
And that's what KY Bob was alluding to. That's 100% correct. I didn't say he was wrong. I said, yo, yeah, you're right. But when you click that button to switch over, it's like dual booting, right? You got people who got SteamOS, which is fucking horrible. And then you got Windows, right? And for gaming, and if you just have Steam and you only got Steam library, Steam Deck is for you. Don't get it fucked up. I'm not hating. But if you got games everywhere, which most PC people do, right? You want a device to play your things natively.
Right.
I do not want to play in a fucking browser. No, that is not the optimal fucking experience. Even the Raw Guy got a native xCloud app separately from the Xbox app.
Right.
Am I right? Wise? Okay. And you have to install it, not a browser. You install the app.
But I do hope
you gotta emphasize that, bro, because people be like, yo, I said I would. The reason I'm talking how I'm talking because I know what I'm talking about.
This is why optimization.
This is not me. It's not my opinion. I'm not saying, yo, this is no. I'm telling you exactly what the fuck it is. You see these dudes running Marlin Gaming. Oh, they'll never allow Spider-Man. I said, motherfucker, it's a PC, and Steam does not allow you to.
I said that a long time ago when Wise asked that question. He said, "Do you think the PlayStation will block it?" I was like, "How?" That's not in his store.
Yo, go ahead.
Can I
If this,
say
yeah, go ahead.
to what Lemon just said? What people say? PlayStation is gonna block Steam from block Xbox from playing
You
Steam
block
games.
your own money.
But check me out though. How can they? If PlayStation goes to do that, that means they will have to go back to the renegotiation table to renegotiate with Steam to do that.
No.
That's part of the deal. That is part of the deal.
You know what the negotiation is?
Hold on. Let me talk.
You know what the negotiation is? Your shit is on Steam where Steam works, or it's not. You have to take it off Steam to do that.
Okay, so what some people don't realize, and this is why it can't be done, is Steam. When Steam puts a game on their service, they have already bought that license to sell out to the end users.
Facts.
So they've already paid for that license, and after they've paid for that license, Sony has no control over what they do with that license.
And they put out an official statement like a month ago and said, we don't allow people to block a device. How about this? You got a Dell PC. KY Bob got a fucking Asus PC, right? And then all of a sudden, Sony says, you know what? We don't want our things on Asus PCs. They're going to be like, man, go fuck yourself. They don't eliminate hardware.
You're right.
No,
is it a makeup line or is it a tan line?
Question, and I actually want to pivot this one to again Nova and Metroid.
I'm in Miami, so you know it's hot.
So here's the thing, right?
Were you wearing Scully though? My fault. Good.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
No. But here's the question I have for Metroid and Nova. So if the question is that okay, so with this device you can play your Xbox games, your Steam games, and because of Steam, you can play your PlayStation games maybe a year later. And,
well, whenever they put it out on it.
Yeah. Well, let's just say for argument's sake, 1 year. Okay.
So what's the question?
Yeah. So the question is that so basically anything tying somebody to one device versus another, if they're only going to own one device, is when they want that company's exclusive. So like, for example, PlayStation, it looks like if you want PlayStation's exclusives day and date,
you gotta get PlayStation. Right.
You have to play PS5.
Whereas if you're willing to wait, you can still get this box. So my question is to you, Nova, and to you, Metroid. Because Nova, you're more PlayStation centric, and Metroid, you're more Nintendo.
It's my primary platform for sure.
Yes, yeah, more PlayStation or Nintendo centric.
That means you're not playing shit.
Do you think that the compulsion
all the multi-class there?
Do you think of getting the game being able to play the game on launch is going to be a compelling offer to keep the sales for PlayStation and Nintendo patent?
That's not going to last very much longer, Wise. You're going to see games day and date on Steam from PlayStation.
You didn't see the new business model? I guess that's not one of the topics.
Well, let Nova go ahead.
You first, Supa. Go ahead.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter if the shit goes day and date for me. I don't want to game on a PC. I prefer gaming from my console.
That's right. Simple
and gaming on my TV. So I don't care. So, I mean, they can have all the features in the world. I don't give a shit. It's like the handhelds. As cool as it is, as cool as the Steam Deck and all those things are, I think they're awesome. But I don't game on the go.
It's not your
so
demographic.
I have no reason for it, right? So it doesn't matter what features or options it has. It's not going to take me away from the experience I enjoy, which is console gaming.
Well,
You have
you
to
know
ask
what,
a fan for that.
you can treat it like a console because I have a dock, USB dock.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Like back in the day when I used to pirate my music and movies, I had a desktop next to my TV.
The words expressed by
and I watched my movies.
Super Copper Killer is not the rest of
the listen, Game of Thrones, all the movies, man, fucking peg leg and an eye patch, and I had a desktop next to my TV.
Okay,
so
in other words, what he did is
I know.
He had a live wire host in his house at the time. Yeah, he had it all, baby.
I had a little what do you call it? Wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse next to my couch.
Shit.
And I did my thing, right? So I understand you can do that, but that's not how I want to.
Oh, they were.
Oh, you messy.
These are back in my walking.
One thing when it comes to tech, right? Like 100 and my man Super G would tell you when Jason Ronald saw me, I took a job. I took a picture of Jason Ronald whooping somebody ass in Marvel vs. Capcom at the IGN live event.
Oh.
And the first night we saw him, it was at the spot called the JW. I ain't gonna even get into that VIP shit, but I'm gonna say this. He had a circle around him, so I ain't talked to him. I ain't seen him in maybe like 5 years. As soon as he saw me, it was like electrifying. He was like, Lemonade. We start talking. And I said, yeah, that shit sound cool. You had a bunch of groupies around you last night. We need to talk. And I hit him with the hard questions. I don't fucking fan out. I don't give a fuck. I don't need your autograph. He's my guy. Aaron's my guy. And yeah, when you talk to Super, he gonna tell you about that story that fucking Aaron told the whole line at the Xbox event about me. But what's crazy, I get out there and I ask the real questions, right? I don't groupie out. I really don't give a fuck. I'm a tech head. Those dudes are tech heads, and I ask tech questions. That's why most of these people that did videos with hands on, everybody had a 10-minute window.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't really deep dive on it. Everybody had a 10-minute window, and it was timed.
Because even Cognito, when he went on, he said that the only game he was able to play
there was only one.
War Reloaded.
It was only one.
And
you had a small window of 10 minutes. You had to film. You had to film. You had to talk. This is why if you look on, did you notice not one person had a game capture?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has
not
that.
allowing that, were they not?
You was not allowing it. This is what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you because I think I'm the fucking smartest thing on the planet. I was there. I'm telling you what happened.
Because even Cognito was talking to King and Hargeet and
shout out to my brother Hargeet. That was at their hotel room in the JW. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Nobody go on the internet. Find one person with I'm about to say E8. Gears War Reloaded on that device. I'll wait. Since motherfuckers like to pull out receipts. I'll wait. Show me one person. Linus Tech. Nobody. Everybody had the same 10 minutes. And what you did with that 10 minutes was up to you. Most motherfuckers took the handheld and was like this. Because that's what the fuck you had time for. They didn't let you deep dive. But what I did was, I don't care about that. I want to know the tech specs. So when I go to P Lump show, when I go to my show, when I go to Wize show, and I say, this is what it is because I asked those tough questions that motherfuckers was too busy like this. Okay? Because I'm a tech dude. I want to know the tech side of it. I don't want to know that I have a raw gala. I know if you go and take the side-by-side comparisons, there's only two things different. The operating system and the Z2. Everything else is the same. It's a fucking raw gala. This is why I tell Wize, wait to get the performance thing. Let's see what this AI chip do. But still, you have to look at it and say, am I spending $900 to get this little bit extra performance?
Right. I heard that they're going to do a trade-in program with Best Buy for the.
You can trade in anything. You can trade in your dick and your vibrator. You be doing it.
They won't get any money for it.
What? But I'm telling you, this is why, Paul, I'm not going at you. I'm telling you, I do my homework. You know better. You know I'm a tech dude. You know I do what I do.
And you know I do. You know I am too.
But I'm not knocking that. What I'm telling you is what I did at the show is why I'm saying what I'm saying with so much confidence. I am not wrong. I am spot on because I know what the fuck is going on. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not contradicting you. I'm not arguing with you, but I'm just saying it is what it is. This device is a revamp of the Ally X. They put some fucking the handheld shit on there for the bumpers. They did that. That's cool. Is it worth me spending another $900 for that?
Right. If you've already got an Ally X,
right,
don't buy it. I'm sorry. If you they call it, they do. They did call the reiteration the Ally X.
Right.
If you already have an Ally X, the performance increase you get from the Z1 to the Z2 is
what matters.
It's negligible.
It might be negligible, right? And I think it's going to be
maybe 10-15%.
And I'm gonna say that somebody, hold on.
If you already got it, don't buy it. If you don't have it, it's a good opportunity for you to.
That's right.
To get it.
If you don't have it, the fucking Ally X is a no-brainer. But it's a fucking PC. It is not an Xbox handheld. That shit was pushed back. And I've been saying, Jazz,
can I
some bullshit.
Go
and
ahead.
Everybody was like, "Oh, the handheld, look!" But then they dropped. Oh, here it goes. No, that's not what Microsoft was making.
Facts.
That was not.
Nope.
That is a fucking Asus device.
Can I complete my thought on that from earlier? By the way, my thought is them putting on hold. It's like Lemon alluded to. They're going to wait to see what the Rogue Ally X or whatever the hell it's called does. And then they're going to make a final decision. It may get canceled outright, and they may go, let's just let other people deal with this, or it may not, depending on what happens.
What do you prefer, Paul?
I would prefer, actually, if it'll keep the price down, I'd prefer that, I don't think Microsoft, like you, I don't think Microsoft necessarily needs to make their own. If they can make deals and make sure that the stuff coming out of ROG or Asus or whatever company they're going to contract with is good quality stuff.
But my question is, why would they? Okay, so Asus is making this device to make profit on the device.
Yes.
So why would
that's the issue here, because
That's
we already know that Valve is taking a hit to sell the Steam Deck. So if Xbox and Asus are willing to take a hit to get this handheld in the wild, then it could be huger than any of us think.
But why would Why would Asus be motivated to take a hit?
That's the
when
problem.
They already got similar devices that do the same thing. And
Microsoft
they
money.
They won't.
Okay.
Microsoft money.
Let me ask you a question. I got 6 terabytes of storage in my ROG Ally X, right?
Damn.
I put a 4 and a 2 terabyte micro SD right away because I want to upgrade my shit. Watch my unboxing, stupid ass Bushido. You would know that, motherfucker.
I saw that on Boston too. It was
Right. Yeah,
fine.
this motherfucker. These motherfuckers think, yo, KY, they think I be about what I talk about.
Watch unboxing. It just was boring. That's all. You ain't really.
PC, so I can flex.
I'm gonna see you one day. I'm not gonna shoot to kill you, but I'm gonna make sure you remember me every time you take a step, motherfucker. But what I'm saying is, listen, people, we gotta temper our expectations. Number one, this is a handheld device. It is the TDP is better when it's plugged up. For those that don't understand, it's the wattage that gives it. I want to see if they bump this machine to 45 watts. Plugged in. That's going to be hard because it's a small device and it's a heat factor. If it goes to 30, you're not going to fucking see too much of a performance increase.
But they've already said that you'll be able to go 35 in Army Crate with turbo.
If you got regular ROG,
bro. Listen,
you turn right in there. That joint gets hot as it is.
But I'm gonna say this: the ROG Ally dock goes to 42 for 2 minutes, and then it throttles back down to 30. You see what I'm saying? Like, what fucking performance are we really gonna get? And this is the tech side of it. But I'm saying, like, what are you gonna do with that?
I know. I put it on. I answered I replied to a tweet about the Ally X, the Xbox Ally X on Twitter, just to put it into perspective. I don't want to start a whole teraflop war because it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything, right?
It doesn't mean anything at this point. But to put it into perspective, okay, the Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme is 5.9 teraflops of RDNA 3.5. To put that into perspective, the Series S is only 4 teraflops of RDNA 2.
Oh boy.
No. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna say. This had nothing to do with KY.
He said, "Oh boy."
Yo, shout out to KSani and the Gaming Circle podcast, homies.
KSante, Everborn, what up?
But this is what I'm gonna say. When I got on NVIDIA's ass for all this AI shit, and people say, "Oh, I got a 4090." First of all, you got money if you got a 4090. Period. But if you take a 4090 performance and you go with all this AI shit with the 5090s, I'm the only person that said this is bullshit, and that graphic card ain't worth it. And when the benchmarks came out, I'm Petty fucking Murphy. I told y'all. AI is not a replacement for hardware.
Okay, now I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to cut you. I hate to cut you off,
bro. Go ahead, bro.
I don't want to lie because I have a 4080 Super, and so I'm able to use DLSS 4, and I do get frame gen, but I only get frame gen. I only get that one extra frame between the frame. And to me, I love that one extra frame because that one extra frame doesn't kill me on responsiveness, and I get the performance and the smooth gameplay that I want. But this 5090 this 50 series cards that are doing ×3 frame gen,
fake frames
is ridiculous. Okay, so the ×1 I'm great with. It is a benefit to me, but the 50 series is crazy.
Okay.
Every time you add, but hold on. I'm gonna give it to you right now. I'm about to give it to you. Every time you add fake frames, fake resolution, you introduce something that we all hate: input lag.
Really?
Input lag.
Yeah, latency.
Yes.
So when you hit your keyboard,
because the system is having to do some lifting that it shouldn't have to do.
It's doing fake shit.
Yeah,
but that doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
It does.
Hey, listen, Wize, let me break it down to you. When you push a button on your controller, or you push a button on your mouse or your keyboard, your input only goes to the original frame that was rendered.
That's right.
It does not affect the generated frames.
That's right.
So if you hit your button, and then after you hit your button, there's 3 frames AI generated after that first frame.
Right. 3.
There's lag.
Yeah,
I can do one. I can do
one frame is
extra
nothing.
frame.
But triple and quadruple is a problem.
No.
But
in other words, it's not going to register your next button push until it does those 3 additional frames.
Why implement a tech that's going to increase lag?
Okay, let me break that down. This is why I'm the anti. This is why somebody got mad at me about my 8K TV. I was like, motherfucker, I don't want fake 8K.
I mean, if
I
I
don't want
sound
fake
stupid
8K.
on stream, that's fine.
No, you do not.
What
What you're saying is they want to sell it to you because you don't know no better.
Yeah.
That's what they want to sell it to you, right? They can't sell that shit to me. I know fucking better. Like KY said, 1 frame, no problem. Handle it, no problem. But when you start adding 3 and 4, you know you can go to DLSS 4 times. That's fake. It doesn't exist. They're sticking frames in between each 1 millisecond. That does not exist in what the developer made. This is all software and AI.
Yep.
You don't play Call of Duty like that. You will never fucking get numbers.
NVIDIA
or fighting game.
Go ahead, Cerebral.
I was just going to say real quick. You're asking why? Because in some people, it makes some people think it looks better.
Thank you, Logic.
That it looks smoother.
Now, if you do upscaling,
is anyone still playing games based off of graphical output and not FPS output?
Listen,
a lot of people.
But what I'm saying is
the opposite of performance mode.
I would never settle for a game that looks prettier at 30, but that that runs at 60. You know, I would rather prefer the 60 option, even though it doesn't.
See, that's you though. Like, see, me personally, I can tolerate 30. So
I can tolerate 30.
If at 30, I'm going to get my ray tracing and lusher environments. I personally will want to take the hit and FPS.
And for me, it depends on the game. A single player story-driven game with beautiful graphics, I want to see all them beautiful graphics.
Yeah, I play in 30 a lot. I play in 30 a lot, unless it's a multiplayer. But
as long as the frame pacing is solid, like we saw in Starfield, that frame pacing was solid.
Yeah,
I was okay with 30.
But
when you get shaky with the frame pacing, 30 is a no-go.
And you know what's crazy?
30 is better than a stuttering 60.
And I'm gonna tell you, the Gaming Circle podcast DM, they always going crazy. I'm getting 50, 80, 50, 90s. I'm like, this graphic card series gonna be trash because they use AI for a lot of bullshit. They use AI so they can give you lesser hardware with so-called better performance. When they said the 5070 had 4090 performance, I laughed at the fucking press conference. You're a liar.
NVIDIA has become a fat pig that's gotten lazy.
You're a liar.
And they've even went as far as to not let people review it on YouTube.
That's right.
Unless they review it against cards that can't use frame gen.
That's right. That's right.
I generally have a problem with all of this AI sort of being shoved down our throats, whether we like it or not. Like, you know, I was reading something about Pal World. Like, Pal World. Do you know why those motherfuckers were so confident? You know why those motherfuckers were so confident against Nintendo? You know what they did? Those sick bastards. What they did was they took all of the Pokemon and they AI regenerated it using AI to other Pokemon, but it was different enough that you couldn't bring a copyright suit against it because it was different enough. And that's what they did. That's why they said initially when Pal World came out that, let Nintendo sue us. Let's see how far they get. And I'm like,
that's why Nintendo has shifted their suit to they've put out copyrights now on the ability to capture a creature with the contact of a sphere device being thrown. So they're going for low hanging fruit now because they tried to shut the tree down and the tree's still standing.
Listen,
can you copyright a mechanic? That's like copywriting Mario's jump. How can you copyright something?
Halo copyrighted that double analog scheme. Which
really?
Called
word.
And it went through?
Yeah.
That's
but
like,
they did
that's like saying,
they created, remember GoldenEye used the stupid ass yellow face buttons.
But that's because that dog shit N64 controller.
No. But hold on, I wasn't finished. Dreamcast did the same shit with the one, with the one analog with the So Microsoft gets a cut of everybody first person shooter that moves with the left and move with the right. Nobody knew that.
But at the
you would
same
have to be a
time,
hardcore dude, super you to know some shit like that. But yeah, they get a piece of the cut just for that.
So listen, I was gonna jump in with this because we talked about this on Game Set Live, and I don't even
know why you on that show. You're not smart enough, but continue.
That's so wow, damn.
Wow, that's you cut real deep. You cut real deep.
Hey, Bushido, don't worry about it. He's half Puerto Rican himself, so you're good.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but I know how to cook better fennel than your grandmother.
Okay.
Shut up, bitch.
You're good.
The only thing I can't cook is fucking plantains, but my daughter knows how to cook it, so I say the same house.
Plantains.
He can't even say it. It's
plantains.
Plantains. I emphasize a little bit, but it's
plantains. I the only one noticed that, Paul.
We call it plantains.
But what I was saying was that when it comes to that game, people always say that they're going to sue. But
step back up there.
Not a bad idea.
Cozy, get your ass on.
Yeah, get all that ass on, baby mama.
Yes. Get all that.
Yeah.
But Cozy is like Erykah Badu. You don't know until you turn around and he's like, oh, I didn't know that was going on like that.
Fucking Lemmy's trying to catch a sexual harassment rap.
Exactly.
I don't care. It's worth it. It's worth it. You know what? Give me
He
a
wanted to
dish
get that
trial. I
charge
don't care.
too. He wanted to get that charge too.
He's like, I don't like being around schools anyway.
I know what she. Whoa, wait, whoa.
Hey, Lemon,
I thought he got that past you, but no. What I was going to say was that everybody argued
when they
that.
put you on that registry, it doesn't matter if it was for adults or for kids. You ain't going to school. That's all I'm saying.
I want to know that.
That is true. It don't matter. Yeah.
Cerebral Paul and Supernova. Do y'all register your fucking wheelchairs at DMV?
No.
Do we what?
Do we have to register our wheelchairs like vehicles?
Yeah,
No.
pay for registration. Although mine's got a Porsche badge on the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just but we were talking about that on Game Set Live that you can't listen, if you allow them a lawsuit over game mechanics, you're gonna open up a whole can of worms.
Yep.
Everybody. Even if you, let's say you don't even go with game mechanics, if you go with, well, we're the ones who started this.
Right.
Everybody will be able to sue everybody else down the line because I started this first, and now everybody else. You've got people who said
in those cases, though, would be the first one to file, even if they weren't first. It'll be the first one to file and get the
right, exactly. But you got plenty of people that have said out loud that, hey, this game inspired me to make this game. I was a huge this game fan, and this inspired me to make this game. You gotta go so far back and get it would destroy the industry.
It would destroy rap music, country music, rock music, everything. Because it's like, look, I started podcasting.
So then he set a precedent,
right? I started podcasting because my boy Hip Hop gave me a bug in my ear, right? So being that he motivated me, I gotta cut him a check.
One of them mutant roaches from New York in your ear. That's what you're saying.
Yo, you know what? You know what?
We just said that wasn't a friendly gesture.
Yo,
you are foul,
I cannot fuck with a dude that come online that's sitting behind a robotic mechanical bitch, and he sounds like a man.
I saw you jumping on your podcast like a bitch. And Yobi kind
all I need is the hand.
Like, remember that, Yobi? Oh shit!
All I need is the hand.
Fuck up.
Wow, Cody said fatality.
We don't do Boricua and Boricua crime. I know how to brrr. You see that? Yeah, my little cousin got on my daughter the other day. We eat blue claw crabs, right? And my little cousin cooked the lobster and everything for me. She was crazy. So my daughter said, I don't eat. She said,
there was a time in the industry do that. Go ahead, Lemon.
She said, I don't eat that. She said, what kind of Puerto Rican are you that you don't eat crabs? I said, whoa.
See, the whole time
yo.
Well, that's what my ex-girlfriend said. She said, I have crabs. And I said, it's a good thing I eat seafood. There you go.
No, when she said,
I like my crabs.
Yo, she said I had crabs. He said, I know, bitch, it's all in my bed.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
She said, I got crabs. I said, as long as it ain't shrimps, we good.
Oh shit.
That's crazy.
Oh, I had another good comeback, but I'm on fire, so I gotta chill.
All right. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about some games. Enough about this bullshit ass hardware. Let's talk about some
No, how you gonna say bullshit and you own it?
Hey, no, questions.
Yo, this the shit that be killing me with Wize. He said, yo, I don't care about none of this, but you bought it.
He asked questions on top of questions.
Yo, K-Wab, we got to get some better friends, bro. These motherfuckers these are novices. We can't even, these are fucking novices.
Clockwork Revolution.
Ooh.
Oh, fucking
that little fucking doll. I want to kill him. Let's do it right now. Let's do it.
Me and Aaron had a little segment. I say, yo, That took the whole weekend for me, that little ass angry motherfucker. Remind me of Wize on steroids.
Oh, come on, man.
He looks like Wize. Put a fucking George Washington wig on Wize.
Come on, man.
No, fuck that. Fuck that.
Oh man.
Fuck that.
Clockwork Revolutions. And yep, good showing. Yeah, looks like the next big IP from Microsoft that everyone is sort of looking forward to. So, anyone who wants to go ahead and talk about this?
Shit looks fire.
Anybody
it
said
looks
It looks
really good.
fire.
It looks fucking
And-
amazing.
Yeah, it looks fucking cool.
Yeah,
For a little while, when they started showing it, I was like, okay, I know what this is. It's in Exile. It's got to be Clockwork Revolution. But I remember, if you remember the teaser trailer, they put so much emphasis on the time shift portion of it,
right?
That we didn't see him use that until like the last 20 seconds of the trailer.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
it was like, so I'm all this time, I'm like, okay, did they decide to cut that portion of it and go in a different direction?
Right.
And then when it showed him using it, I was like, okay, boom, it makes sense. I got it now. Thank you. I'm in. Yep.
Well, it looks like a spiritual successor to BioShock Infinite, and that's not a bad thing. That is a very good thing because I love that game. And in Exile are beasts when it comes to Western RPGs. So, I mean, I am cautiously, and I underline the word cautiously, optimistic about this game. If it comes out with the same fidelity and it plays as well as it shows,
hopefully it's better than your
got a
frame rate.
9
God.
point something on its hands.
Right.
Right.
A high 8, middle 8 or higher
Your
8.
frame rate is on horrible right now.
Wize is talking to us from fucking 1964.
It's Wise's stream.
This is straight up DLS.
Obviously, it doesn't look like that.
GSL. DLFS.
Just running on a fucking Canon calculator.
What do you got, Wize? Like 20 up? That's it?
Exactly.
Goodness.
Right?
You know you got to pre-render this shit at a lower bit rate, right?
Yeah,
I'm going to show it.
All right, so Clockwork Revolutions. Anyone?
Let's start with his camera first.
Let's go ahead and start with this. Let's go to Yobi. I've not heard from him in a minute. Okay, Yobi, what do you think?
Day one.
Day
looks good. Looks beautiful. It's what he said, that I thought they went a different direction with the whole time multiverse shit, but they showed it at the end. So I'm super hyped for it. I can't wait.
Okay. Let me pivot to Fabio, my man. I've not heard from you in a second. What do you think about this game? Are you
still eating?
No, he sent a message.
Yeah,
he's stepping on the
private. He's eating. Yep.
Oh, okay. Bushido.
Yes. I'm gonna say, like I said, Game Still Live again. I wasn't too hyped for this game at first.
Okay.
I mean, even until
He's stupid. He's stupid, man.
Yeah, listen, man. I am weird with certain things, but when I first saw the other previews for it, I was like, I mean, it's on my radar. But this last one opened up everything to the game because it looked a little generic to me at first. But when I got to see the story, the writing, and then seeing how the time manipulation worked. Not just that you were able to rewind time for this one instance, because that's what I thought it was. Just rewinding time for one instance, so you could, you don't die that time. But you could do other things to change time. You change the whole board, and I thought that was so
the entire
cool.
world was cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I meant when I said the board, right? And then they had that little watch. We never saw that little watch you throw, and then you get this turret come up or whatever else. I guess they had in store for us. I was in then. I was like, "Hey, look, gaming gods, forgive me. I have sinned. This game is looking right."
Wow. Wow.
It's
funny.
Okay, let me go to my PlayStation guy, Nova. From the opposite side of the camp, what do you think?
What the opposite? I still gave him on
That's not
Xbox.
different.
I said it looks fucking awesome.
Wow.
Go ahead, give us your
I think it looks fucking cool.
Give us your 2 cents about it. What do you thought?
Oh, I think it's like I said, the time manipulation I think is super fucking cool. I don't think they really told us but from the original trailer, I didn't really know it was gonna have like kind of more deep RPG mechanics. So
did you ever play Wasteland 3 or did you know anything about NXL's portfolio before this?
No, not really.
Okay. Because NXL were weren't they they were the first people who developed Fallout, the isometric Fallout, were they not? The old they were another company before, and then they rebranded themselves to NXL. But they initially made the original isometric Fallouts as well. So their pedigree is RPG.
No, I didn't play those. But there was a first person shooter. I'm trying to think of what it was. It was a long ass time ago where you had some time manipulation. That was like one of the mechanics for solving puzzles and stuff. For solving
Singularity.
Singularity.
It might have been
about the same game. Yep.
Yeah,
it was the one where you could actually like turn fucking people back before the time to kill them, like age them to death, shit like that.
Was that it?
It might have been Singularity. Like
it is Singularity. Yep.
I know Sands of Time, but that was a third person game. But go ahead.
No, that was
that game was so super dope. So I really like the idea of time manipulation. Like I said, it's not. I don't know much more about the game other than it looks like BioShock Infinite, which I fucking love. I love the steampunk stylings of it. It's a first person shooter, which I love. Time manipulation, I think, is dope. RPG mechanics, I'm there, bro.
Cool beans.
I'm there day one for that shit.
All right, let me pivot to Cerebral next. What do you thought? What was your takeaway from the game?
It looked like shit. No, I'm kidding. Actually, no, I was totally hyped for it. When I saw it. I'm looking forward to it. Looks like the kind of game I like. So,
all right. So,
of course, I always play those kind of games. Everybody here knows that. So,
I think Wize. I think you need to reiterate that. You mean these views on these games are kind of skewed because you're talking about games that aren't there. It's no risk to try these games because we're getting them day one in Game
That's
Pass.
true. Yeah.
So
every game in the show, even the ones that I wouldn't normally play, I can try. Yeah,
it's a difference between I'll try it or I'll buy it, and of course we're all going to try it.
All right, so let me go to the next one.
My puppy said, "Kiss my ass, Bushido. Kiss my ass."
I said, "Awesome, puppy."
Damn.
All right.
Wow.
Resident Evil. Requiem.
Wait.
Could you?
Repeat
Resident Evil Requiem. Not a queen.
No, you Requiem up already.
Requiem.
You took special ed in the basement of the school next to the boiler room.
Say it with me, Wize. Requiem. Requiem.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
that's coming from somebody that eats raccoon.
Plague cell rectum is something different. Yeah, that's.
Hi, Metroid. What do you think?
That's a different game.
Bob is like, okay.
Shit, Metroid thinks you should change that bullshit ass camera.
You should fucking stop vaping that fucking Family Dollar shit. Fuck with your brain.
Wipe I know what it is. He needs to wipe the lube or the dry jizz off that camera.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to walk away from that shit.
Yeah, hold on. Count, my boy Count Dooku got a new Padawan. Y'all see this dude? He looking like Ray Charles in the dark. What the fuck is Joe be doing over there?
But how would Ray Charles know he's in the dark? So
Ray Charles was always in the dark.
That's right.
Oh, I mean, it looks really good. You know that RE engine.
Man.
Can I say my point? That engine that Capcom uses for the Resident Evil games is amazing, and it looks really good, man. And I heard some people complaining that the chick is ugly. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. She looks fine to me.
Your mama ugly.
That's not as good as what you said.
Your mother slept with your
That's a
father.
cozy
Your
response.
father slept with your mother with a bag on
That's
her
a cozy
head.
response.
Go home and lick your
I mean-
wounds, Lemon. Go home and lick your
Yeah.
wounds, man. That shit was.
I mean,
like,
Fuck that, man.
he looks fine to me. So I mean,
I'm tired of this shit.
I mean,
Ellie
like-
is ugly on Last of Us.
Right,
She don't
right.
have to be
Dragon.
cute. She's killing people.
Dragon,
Shut up.
Dragon,
No,
pass,
yeah,
pass
but,
that
no, it
blunt,
looks-
Dragon. Come on.
I mean,
Yo,
like the
yo, if my
RE
job is watching, he's lying. Oh shit!
Steph says Clockwork looks way too good for a AAA game.
okay.
Maybe a first quad. Do not say quad A.
Oh, don't go there. Yeah, let's not do that.
Why would you listen to a dude when he got puppies in his house? He suck his dog's titties.
Oh,
Oh,
Damn! Wow.
this
shit.
show
Milk-
never
milk-
ceases
maybe
to
because
amaze
milk
me.
is expensive
No,
these days. Have you seen
yeah,
the gallon
it's
of milk
the-
is really.
He's had
Yo,
some
that's why you didn't
real
invite me
power.
on Game Set Live yet. You think I'm like this
Yo.
everywhere? Only this
Wise,
podcast
you
and
ain't
100
shit.
podcasts.
Hey, Legendary already turned the lights out down there because he's trying not to be seen on this show.
Well, no, I won't
Yeah,
give it
but
to
you
you.
know,
I don't give a
of the
fuck.
two games, I have to say that as good as the new Resident Evil game looks, I prefer Onimusha. I think that game looks amazing. But
Why
yeah, it
people
looks
want
pretty
to add shit? Why don't you be like Sir X-Men? Even though I saw Resident Evil, I was playing Battlefield this weekend.
No, it was. He was playing
good. Because
Poland.
it's the
Always
same
bring
fucking
Battlefield
company.
up, bro. He always bring Battlefield up. It's a sickness, actually.
or some
Probably
other
Resident
40-year-old
Evil was
game that
good.
he played on the Nintendo. You know.
Oh, you ain't right. You ain't right. How dare you, sir?
You know, Resident Evil looked good, but you know what looked really good? Rock Band.
Battlefield.
Rock Band.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Right. I got a new guitar. Wait a minute. I'm going to go get it.
I'm busy playing DJ Hero.
Yeah, but that
I missed that shit.
Yeah.
DJ Hero. Yeah,
I'm,
DJ Hero was the shit, bro.
that was my
With
favorite.
a dope soundtrack.
Yes. Yes.
We lost the fall.
You know what's crazy? I threw out the fucking controller for that last year, and when I went to PAX, somebody said, "I need the controller." I said, "Shit, I just threw that shit in the garbage."
wow.
You know, I still.
Oh, it was
somewhere
Santi. It was
have-
Santi.
I still somewhere have that chainsaw controller they had released for, was it 4?
A lollipop.
Back in the day?
Yeah,
Oh
4.
no, for Resident Evil 4, yeah.
Yeah, I still have that somewhere. But yeah.
You know what I got? I got an Ori fighting stick with a classic 360 controller from Halo 3 with Master Chief. Yes.
No,
I almost bust a nut before my unboxing video. Oh, Diane.
Be careful. That's the only one you had left.
okay, so,
Diane.
That's an oddly specific name.
I didn't say Dave. Old Diane was the old commercials. Did you have a TV back then, Bushido?
Nah,
You don't remember the old Diane commercial when they had the olive Olay commercial? They used to be
Made
Okay,
oil
okay.
of Olay.
Okay.
The fuck is olive Olay?
This dude is bringing fucking soap from the fucking 80s.
You and them fucking plantains.
All of them would pop that girlfriend in Mexico.
Yo, listen.
You know?
I know if you take one more sip of water, we're gonna watch you roll away to the bathroom, motherfucker. You better slow down. Yo, every time he does that shit is crazy. I picked up 3 wheelchairs on my bus today. Shout out to me.
He's been playing the crew
Shout out to
motorsport.
me.
He left the people that were in him. He left the people that were in him on the curb, but he got the chairs. You know. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yo, if that motherfucker committed crime, they're gonna be like, "Yo, give him the chair." He said, "I already got one, bitch."
all right. So, to be honest with you, when I
Oh,
first
man.
saw that
Ignorant
Resident-
bastard, boy.
when I first saw that Resident Evil and I saw that crater, I was like, "Oh my fucking god, we're going back to Raccoon City." You know,
No, you remember? You thought that shit was your asshole, and everybody's jumping in it.
Shit, Lemon.
I was like, "This is a little frustrating."
Oh shit!
It reminds me.
That's it.
Reminds
Why
him of
said,
his
"Hey,
asshole.
that shit looks familiar for some reason."
Yeah.
Let me shout out my brother King David, man. Yeah, we went to this restaurant. This no bullshit. Me and King David was roasting for about 30 minutes at the fucking table. I swear, fucking Web Dave was going.
Nobody ain't recorded.
Nah,
I'm joining you guys
Nah.
next year's.
That would've been
I'm joining you guys.
Yo, that shit. Yo, 100 was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers. Cognito was like, these motherfuckers are always. Yo, we went at it for like 30 hot minutes. Webb was sitting across from me. He just was like, holy shit. He was like, wow.
Grounded 2. Anybody have any? Okay.
It's day one for me. Day one.
Really? Are you serious about that? Are
It's
you
a Game Pass. It's day one for millions.
So the first I played Grounded 1 a lot, and the last time.
How many hours? How many hours? Because my boy Super G said he had over 400. I was like,
wow, I've got 11, 12 days in.
That's still
I thought you were about to say I got 11 hours, and that's it.
And the last time I did it too. I haven't played Grounded 1 since I played with Assassin Lupa the first time.
Wow.
And Assassin Lupa.
Did you like did you like the new riding of the ants and stuff? And
I loved how you could even use the ant as to, like, I saw that scene where you were attacking the spider with the ant and then blocking and attacking. That was
awesome. It's a
Another thing that the mounts kind of alluded to was the size of the map that this is going to be. That they're going to give you mounts so that you can traverse them faster.
Yeah, that's what my man my boy Super G was screaming, right? And KY,
cool.
He was sitting right next to me. He was screaming, "Grounded!" I was looking at him like this.
Oh my God! Look at that! Oh my God!
Okay, so
this is the Macho Man, Randy.
I said, you play that shit?
Hey, well, let me ask you a question.
Grounded is the shot. What you talking about?
All jokes aside, it looks intriguing, but I've never never been motivated to sort of like dip my toes into it. Can you explain to somebody who's never played it what is like the gameplay loop for that game?
Stop.
It's like a survival survival game, really. I was gonna say survival horror. If
you ever see Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the movie?
Yeah, I mean, I know that's what
it's that. Okay.
It's like State of Decay without the decay. You know what I mean? You gotta
shut it once again. We gotta shut this motherfucker's mic off.
State of Decay without the decay. How dare you?
Without the decay.
So it's just a state. So.
Yeah, it's just a state.
Hey, Bush, you just touched on one of my insecurities about the showcase. Bush just touched on one of my insecurities, and that's we did not see State of Decay 3, and that bothered me.
We got to talk about that after this, because
or Fable, or there's all kinds of stuff.
Because you know why? You know why?
I know
they're cooking. I know they're cooking.
They're cooking. They got so many fucking studios. You got to spread it out. They can't give you everything in fucking hour and a half. They really cannot.
And this hour and a half was packed.
Mm-hmm.
Like
and I know
Lighthouse game.
And I know they're cooking because we're talking about Undead Labs, who does a live stream and an update of State of Decay 2 every month, and they haven't done one of those in months.
Because they're working.
I know they're cooking.
They're busy. Yeah.
I'm looking. First of all, I played the first one a lot with all the fucking bugs. I played the second one decently. Cozy was playing that shit heavy duty. I was like, this shit got too many bugs. Hopefully. When this one come out,
it was all that.
It got to be more polished. But I was going by then.
Lemon, you're talking about State of Decay or Grounded?
State of Decay.
No, State of Decay is still broken.
Because I'm a zombie dude. Only game I really don't play zombies is Call of Duty, which I should. But I need somebody to give me a crash course. That shit is different.
My favorite PlayStation game is Days Gone, and I was sad when I saw that they did not. Oh, shut up!
Yo, he got to go.
It really was, man.
Yo, who
gave it all the chances in the
Who
world?
sent this motherfucker a link?
Yo, this puppy joint looks like if this third party, I'm buying it anyway.
Every time I bring up Days Gone and I show gameplay, he's like, "This is so boring." Oh my God.
It is. It's generic. It's boring. It's easy.
You know what's
Like I had to turn
boring?
it up, and it still
Your
was
fucking
easy.
sex life is boring.
I didn't know one of the was Eric.
Duh.
Okay, so let me pivot to this game here. When I first saw it, this is a smaller game. When I first saw it, I didn't even think it was a game, and then I found out this is still a game. It's basically Mike Tyson's Punch-Out meets the Muppets.
That's the second
Oh yeah,
The actual in-game graphics. I was like, "What the fuck?" You know, I did not even think this was a game initially.
Unreal 5, baby. It got to be Unreal.
My money is held out. They just need to drive by and take it. Okay.
It looked like fun.
I know somebody that'll take it.
It does.
Hopefully they got a lot of humor in it because it does look like fun. So
he'll take it. Just do a little coke, a little bit of drugs. He'll take that. Take that. You won't feel nothing below the waist. You'll be like fucking super.
For the next day.
Fuck, man.
God damn it.
All right.
Hey, is this Unreal Engine?
Yes. It's gotta be. Look at this game.
Of course, it's Unreal Engine. We all know fucking Unity is full.
I don't know. No,
let me not say that.
Like I really didn't.
Wow,
Snowdrop is badass.
Unity, huh?
Yeah, Snowdrop is
Unity is for the budget developers, and now
Snowdrop
Unreal 5 is for them.
Snowdrop did shit. What was that game? Avatar.
Yeah.
Wait,
the Avatar
is that
game,
lemon
and
in the bottom
was
right hand
amazing.
corner?
Yo, Lemon. I think you need to kidnap C-Star because he's talking crazy to you.
You know what he said?
Look what he said though.
Yo,
He loves messing with.
Yeah, he
Lemon.
does. But you know what? He's mad because I'll sleep with his mama and his sister in the same night. But it's all right.
I don't know if you want to do that.
What?
He heard the noises from the rooms and said, "I want to. Can I watch?"
Mama. He was just jealous. We don't know if it's because of his mother or sister, but he was jealous of something. But you know,
I mean, not to touch on it.
I'll watch you sleep with them.
Not to touch on it too much, but even Digital
Boy, that went
Foundry
left.
said. Digital Foundry said the Snowdrop engine used every aspect of Unreal Engine that could be used, and nobody else did.
I love the Snowdrop engine.
Wait, what?
The Snowdrop game engine, the one they used in the Avatar game. Digital Foundry said some games kind of leave some portions of the Unreal Engine out and don't touch on them, but Snowdrop used everything you could possibly use, and yeah, the game
they used 100% of the engine.
Yo, is your mic
because
glowing green?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, he know who I'm talking to.
Oh,
the coon eater.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I don't eat coons. I eat possums.
That sounds whoa.
Oh, that's even worse. I'd rather you eat a freaking raccoon.
But that's
some down south shit. That's some down south shit, Bushido. Wake up.
And it ain't shit.
This is the next game I was pretty hyped.
He's not that
but I was just gonna say,
what's a Smooth Criminal 2?
No, Stranger Than Heaven.
I went real quick. I was gonna say though that it's interesting that they used every bit of Unreal because Unreal is modular. They only pay for the parts they're going to use, so they actually put out some big money to do that.
Well, I mean, I think now everything is going to be going to Unreal because it's just a lot easier to sort of develop for. But
no, they changed a lot of memory. What happened is a lot of memory.
What happened? They
only use the parts they need.
They changed how you pay for it. It's not up front. It depends how successful your game is. They have a different program now. You ain't got to spend that big money up front. But if your game does well,
though, that you just had to pay for whatever your session your game was.
They've raised the money. They raised the barrier. It used to be, I think it's over $1 million now. It used to be a lot lower than that, and then they raised it. So
that's cool. That's actually
they
pretty...
want people to use their engine. Yeah, they want.
Yeah.
Okay, this game, Stranger Than Heaven, it's the new game from the company, the developers that make the whole. What was that game called? The
you just stab him in his balls.
Name that game. What the fucking game is that?
Yakuza.
Yakuza shit fucking games. I don't play much of the Yakuza games. I've not gotten into them yet, but
you don't play much of anything, including your Raw Gala X.
Well, that's true, but yeah. It's called being busy. There you go. But anyhow, yeah. So this game looks pretty tight. It's sort of stylized going back into the 1960s, wasn't it? It's a timepiece, but I don't know if there's any
1943
time changes or time manipulation here, but I think it's just I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just a throwback story.
Yeah, it was 1943.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what else was announced. Okay.
What about Ill?
What about what?
007 was announced.
Ill.
And showed.
ILL.
Oh,
ILL was announced.
Guess what, you fucking clowns? I was right. You bitch ass Bushido. You bitch ass. Oh, yeah, Lemon was wrong. He was wrong.
I said you was right just a couple of days ago.
I didn't see that. You damn sure didn't tag me.
What do y'all's take away from the
bitch?
No, you got to tell him he's right every day.
Bitch.
You did right. I got to do it online every day.
Yeah,
I got to post it online every day.
Wise. They had me second guessing myself. I said, I'm pretty sure I got the invite for the IO for 007. I was like, I didn't see that shit. I saw Amazon. Something ain't right. Y'all had me like, what the fuck?
Something ain't right.
Right, something ain't right. And then I was right. Why am I listening to Bushido? He can't even spell right. Fuck him.
You know, something about Obsidian. Obsidian is just next level here because, like, they're releasing the Outer Worlds 2. They got Grounded 2 coming out this year as well.
They've got 3 games out this year.
Yeah. Did he say Avowed? Somebody shut his mic off. This ain't
and
Nintendo.
Avowed already came out. So they got
no. They
games coming out.
They got 3 games this year.
Yeah,
and it's not Avowed.
Big games.
No, one
Avowed,
of them is Avowed.
Grounded, Out of This World, and something else.
Outer Worlds 2 is what you're
Outer Worlds 2.
Avowed.
So basically, they're fitting the Insomniac bill for PlayStation.
Fabio got old internet.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Yeah, he got old internet.
God damn it,
Fabio.
Sorry, my man. Is it better?
So what do y'all think? What did y'all think about the whole? Did anyone watch the deep dive into the Outer Worlds 2? I don't tend to watch.
Oh yeah, I did. Oh, absolutely, dude.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I love the changes they're making. The big one I'm gonna have fun with is the shrink gun. Once they're shrunk, they stay shrunk, and you can step on them. Like awesome. It's like
cool.
And they've streamlined the character creation and the skill level ups and stuff. So the skill tree is not going to be as stupidly wild as it has been previously, and they've changed some of how the companions work a little bit. All of it sounds really good to me. I will be there day one, even if it wasn't on Game Pass. I would have been there day one. I love the original Outer Worlds. The fact that basically you could kill literally anyone and everybody in the game. Seriously, it lets you play either good or bad, and you know there are penalties if you do it. It's not like they just let you walk around town and kill everybody. They get a little pissed off. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Your first
character. They killed somebody the first one, and I couldn't go back to the whole town after that.
The first character that Cerebral Paul kills in Outer Worlds 2 is going to look like me.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh no, definitely
like me. Kill him, kill that motherfucker. Oh no, he's going to help you get the best achievements. No, kill him anyway.
What's cool is even because in most games, you know, you can't kill the
NPCs,
the quest givers. In this game, you can, and then you just walk up and you take whatever's in their pocket. Okay, you've just advanced that quest.
How did y'all feel about High on Life 2?
Oh yeah,
I'm looking forward to that. I love the first game.
Can we talk about Ill for a second? Can we talk about Ill?
That's Ill.
That game looks super sick. Don't get me wrong. I don't think the game's gonna look like
What game, Bushido?
Ill. 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 I don't think the game's gonna look like this. But just the whole.
Why not? Why wouldn't it look like this today? Why? You playing on a black and white TV, motherfucker?
Black and white tube.
Hey, stop picking on my cathode ray tube, okay?
Thank you, Paul.
Stylish.
It weighs like 50 pounds. It's only 12 inches wide, but you know, it's like.
I used to have one of them Trinitron joints too. There's like 300 pounds. Like, gee. But the game is
XBR 400. It was 306.
We gotta move the TV. Somebody call the neighbors.
306.
Call the neighbors. Hey, look. So the game looks cool. I like the aspects of when I don't know if they showed it yet, but dude shot one of those things arms off because he picked up a pipe, and dude turned and looked like, did he just shoot my arm off? The NPC's reaction to things is cool, and then also too seeing that big. I just like how creepy, how crazy it looks. Like it's a different. It reminds me of Resident Evil, but they didn't show the baby yet. when my man punted that baby.
You mean the one that came crawling at you like,
yes.
Fuck you, Bushido. This game is boring.
You ain't seen that yet. You ain't seen that yet.
How you can say it's boring? You never played it yet.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's what she always says. So fuck it. Everything's boring.
Why gotta be she?
Fuck that.
Sheesh.
You just want to kill women.
You ain't sure the big head part
on Steam.
Dude head was too big to fit through like a whole you got the short one. You got it from IGN, no wonder. Yo, stay off of IGN sites. I don't know what is it with you with IGN.
That's all I'm doing right now. So I'm just pulling up.
He loves IGN. He trusts all their viewpoints on every game.
Every game.
That and fucking Icon Era.
He was like, too much water.
Thank you for me being the one to mention that shit. Yeah.
You guys can all go fuck yourself.
He'd be quoting them verbatim.
Yeah, I know. According to Icon Era, the entire Xbox coaches, they're all pissed off. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the hell?
All right. Okay. So that next game. All right. So let's see here. The new Sonic racing game. Everyone was hyped about the fucking Sonic. Anyone have any traction on this Sonic game?
Nah.
Mario Kart was better. Pass this fucking trash.
Yeah,
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Don't do that.
Don't waste some of our precious time.
Next.
Go straight to solo leveling.
No, go on.
Fuck you, Metro. You got a vibrator with Samus on it.
It's the sandpaper friction that worries me, but you know,
he can't feel friction. His walls are gone.
Why?
Wow.
Why?
What is the name?
Don't exist anymore.
I gotta go say 12 Hail Marys after that one. Oh, shit.
There's a game that I do want to talk about, and not from the way the game looks, but by who is making it. There's this game made by Game Freak for PlayStation and Xbox. It's it looks like a Souls-like type game. I don't know the name of it. I remember seeing it.
Is that Mortal Shell 2? You talking? No. That's a PlayStation State of Play.
There is another game made by Game Freak that was on the Xbox showcase, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name of that game.
I believe it's a Beast of Reincarnation.
Beast of Reincarnation, is that what it is?
That's it.
That thing looked weird. That game looked weird.
It looks really good.
I look cool.
No, if you let Bushido talk about it, that's boring too.
No. I just said it looked cool.
It looks
I don't
really
trust.
good.
Just said. I don't trust.
Well, just that statement alone was boring, is what he's trying to tell you. Okay?
Yeah, fuck that.
Hey, I'm gonna be real. I thought Game Freak was stuck in Pokemon Purgatory.
That's what I was thinking. I was
well, first of all,
God's name is this even greenlit?
You know how I got greenlit? Because they actually doing something on real hardware.
Wow.
Well, I mean, Nintendo
they say, "Yo, we need Pokemon Heaven, right? Give it to us on this old ass hardware." And people say, "Yo, Pokemon runs like shit." Yeah, Nintendo forced them to make it.
I mean, yeah, Game Freak made the Nintendo owns the Pokemon IP, but they don't own Game Freak.
Somebody said, "Yo, they own 1/3 of it. Yeah. How they don't have the controlling factor?"
Oh my god!
Somebody needs to learn to do math if they think 1/3 gives them controlling factor.
Exactly. I said 1/3. You answered your own fucking question. Let me not do P lump like that. My bad.
Yeah, but you already did.
Yeah,
someone that plays
lit a fire under Nintendo with.
No, I'll tell you what it was.
I lit a fire under Nintendo.
Really like the way the game looks for sure. Yeah.
No, when I saw this creature showing up, like when they showed this creature right here, this little deer with the weird antlers on it, I was like, oh my god, they finally figured out what Everwild was, you know?
Yeah, I was like, what the
fuck? Apparently they did. They didn't. Rare didn't figure out what Everwild was. Game Freak came in and said, "We know what to do with this. Give it to us." And that's what they got.
Yo, you know, this whole time Game Freak was a third-party company. I did not know that.
Really?
Yeah, it's third-party. I did not know that.
The more you know.
I mean,
holy shit! I did not know that.
I always thought of it to be a second party. Like they were not owned. Like they sort of were owned by Nintendo. Well, part of it is owned by Nintendo, but they only make games for Nintendo. That's what I always thought. So this took me aback that they were making a game that looks like this. It looks pretty good.
It just shows you don't know shit.
Yeah,
I don't. I was
they
just
made
shocked.
they made
No, but not, I'm only teasing, but it's never mind. Let me shut up.
This joint, this
Wise,
does look good.
Game
It
Freak
looks
made another
awesome.
game
Yeah,
long time
it
ago
does. It
called
really does.
like Little Town Hero on PC and Xbox One.
I know when
Yeah,
they made this game, they was like, it's about time somebody let us out the basement. Shit. Fucking Nintendo dude had that motherfuckers had them locked up.
Yeah.
At least
Probably
they
took
gave
them
us that's not built on 8-nanometer hardware anymore.
Yo, facts.
Probably took them 4 years to make, and the first year was, are you sure it's not a Pokemon game? Oh, shit.
It looks really good though.
Yeah,
I'm happy for them. It's good when you let developers do something besides what they're known for.
Exactly.
Except Bungie.
Yeah, because it shows they have more talent to create other games.
Bungie need to stick to Destiny. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel.
I'm chatting with Infinite Umbra in a chat right now, and he said, "Tell my brother Lemon what's up, bro."
Yo, what's good?
Bro, what up,
Yo,
buddy?
Umbra, man, why you don't invite me to your show? You shout me out in your chat, though. I appreciate that. You know what
And
I'm saying?
I texted Umbra a couple of times.
I mean, let me.
Umbra,
Tell Umbra to get off Lemon's.
First of all, we got our version of Umbra right
Tell him
now.
to get off Lemon's line.
Yeah, we got our own version of Umbra called Bushido Dummy.
Watch your mouth.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, what do y'all think about this game? This game I'm actually
No.
really looking forward to.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
Yeah, it looks great.
I've been trying to get in on early access for that for press, but they keep telling you they keep telling people they want them to apply, and then you don't hear anything from them. I'm like, okay,
No, you don't.
no.
I'm just playing Paul. Fucking playing. Paul's like, I'm gonna kill fucking Lemon
But
one
has
day.
anyone played this game yet?
No,
Like, was this
I haven't.
a game on the show floor or something?
Nah.
That game was lame.
Nah.
They talked about this game last year. You remember that last year?
I can run over him.
No, it didn't come out last year.
No,
they talked about it last year.
They've been showing that game for 3 years.
Yeah.
Obviously,
It's now getting
inspired
But you know what's
Pokemon.
bad? You know what's bad and good about this game? First of all, it got a great artwork. Like
Yeah, it's inspired by Cuphead, basically.
it's made right. It's like Cuphead, but when you make those games as hand drawn, they take a long time.
Yeah, they do
Because every animation is done by hand.
by hand, right?
It's crazy.
It looks really cool though. It's the kind of game I
I'm
like.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
That's
too.
going.
I'm
That's
definitely
going to
looking
Game
forward
Pass, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yes.
Game Pass.
I know
Send me that.
Yeah, I know they've been pushing. Anytime they talk about it, they push it on Steam, but I believe it is also coming to Game Pass. But you're chopping up. You're cutting up, boy.
All right, so I'm
He
looking.
said you're
This is the
cutting up,
next
boy.
game.
That's that New York in him.
The next game I want to talk about is the new game from Double Fine, called Keeper, not Keeper.
That looks weird.
Yes, and that's why it looks so good.
That is a fever dream like nobody's business, man.
Fabio said, "It looks so good. Look at the
I
big dick
cannot
on the
wait to
screen."
be a lighthouse.
Yeah.
I'm looking
weird as
forward-
shit.
I'm looking forward to this one because
Yeah, I am
it-
too.
It totally looks like Double Fine, and
Mhm.
like it is their first
Yep.
game since Psychonauts. Like they've been acquired
Yep.
in 2019, and this is like their full under Microsoft game because
That's right.
Psychonauts was Xbox Game Studios, but like part of it was crowdfunded, and the other
I
part
hate that
was
fucking game.
seriously. What the fuck? God damn it!
No, you got to ask me a real question. I don't just say things because I hate on stuff. Because that game is crazy and confusing. Great art style,
What game is
story's
that,
good.
Lemon?
Yeah, I don't care for Psychonauts either. I think it
Psychonauts.
looks cool aesthetically.
Psychonauts.
That shit looks cool
I
as
don't
fuck,
like
but
it. I don't think the gameplay is that great. It's a cool idea. I think the aesthetic's cool. The
people
gameplay
love
isn't
it. I'm
there
just saying for me,
Yeah, I know.
I'm not gonna say it's boring. I'm not gonna shit on the game. I just said it's crazy. Like when you do those puzzles and you got to go like through the brain memory shit, and you got to connect the. I be figuring that shit out by mistake. I don't even know what I be doing. I'd be like, what the? How did I do that?
Yo, no lie. That happens to me too. I was like, hey, I'm a genius.
Yo, because I said, oh, I don't listen. I I couldn't do it twice.
I'm like, hey, I made it. So, yep.
Right.
I really want to play this game. The Blood of the
This
Dawn
next
Walker.
game looks tight as hell.
I really want to play this.
Blood of the Dawn Walkers.
Oh yeah, that's up on my list.
Yeah.
Anything vampires, I'm in.
Howdy.
Looks
Now,
really good.
here's the thing. This is made by, I don't know if I just found this out today.
Yeah,
This
former
game-
CDPR developers.
Yes, they are made by former CDPR developers. Yep. And this game looks right. You know, there was this game that was out that I don't know if it ever released Bloodlines Masquerade 2, and I don't think it ever came out.
No,
and
that's
it
the
reminds me a
fucking
lot
worker
of
that
that.
fucking
It
piece of
reminds
shit.
me of like if you were playing in a vampire in an RPG type setting. That's what I'm sort of walking away from.
Reminds me of Dracula's Untold.
Oh,
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red. Okay, gotcha.
Now,
This
now
is
my
like The
question is
Witcher
this.
3 with vampires, basically.
No, but basically, a Dawnwalker is what Blade was.
Correct.
Why? Like,
No, he's a daywalker, motherfucker.
It's the same shit, but it's a different term.
Dawn day, come on.
Wow.
Now watch
Why
it out.
why the fuck can't you walk in the day?
But they're essentially playing on that name. They know people understand. That's what you basically
Right.
are. You're the same type of shit. You're Blade. You have
Exactly.
powers of vampires and shit, but you're not a full vampire, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Same shit. It looks cool though. It looks super dope.
I'll be
It
getting
looks like
this
a
day one.
Souls type game.
Yeah, it
Looks like a
does.
what type of game?
But I don't think it is though.
Souls
but it
type.
looks like that. It looks like that.
No.
Definitely. He said no.
Look,
Wow.
Because the battles that I've seen are kind of isolated battles with just a few enemies at most, which is that's a Souls game.
I'm still
then
upset.
would
With,
you-
I'm still upset with Bloober Team. They made the medium and had people
Well, then do you
arguing
think
over that
South-
shit.
You think
It's going
South
on
of
next
Midnight
level,
is
because
a
like-
Souls game then? Because South of Midnight's got the same kind of combat.
Yo,
Watch your
this
mouth.
Chrono game looks so dope. It's
And
like
Bloober is
Dead
firing on all
Space.
cylinders, too.
They
Like,
are.
they're
They-
making
they-
this
Remind
game, they're
me
also
of
making-
fucking Dead Space.
He's walking
The Silent
around.
Hill 2
This is
remake.
boring, Bushido. Stay with the fucking floor plan.
Hey, listen. Get off my back, Lemon. They're talking about one particular game.
There's no
not
room
this
for me on
game.
your back and your boyfriend. There's only room for one at a time.
Wow.
Hey, listen,
You're both
listen.
the same
I don't think
size.
you know this.
You're both the
Bushido
same
is a
size.
power bottom. There's room for both of you.
Power.
Wow.
Game I see a lot of Dead Space vibes with this game.
No, you know what I see?
That's what I got, man.
see.
the Dead
I
Space.
see Alan
Dead
Wake.
Space. That too. A
Oh
little
my
bit.
God.
No, I'm saying
No
that
lie
to
though.
fuck with
No lie.
Bushido.
Actually does.
Yes.
Actually does.
No, because he ain't
No,
shining
this
no
is more-
No. Actually does though.
It's more Dead Space. Yeah.
Yeah, I get
No,
more
but some of
Dead
the
Space
dark-
the reimagined Resident Evils than
Yeah,
Alan
yeah.
Wake personally, but maybe it'll play like Alan Wake. Who the fuck?
Hey, what's the exact date? Anybody know? I figured Lemon would know since he knows everything else.
I don't know.
Right.
If I knew
He
something,
does
I would
know
say
everything, but
I love
No,
earlier
no,
when
no,
Lemon was
okay,
like,
well.
"I'm not saying this because I think
I
I'm the
know
smartest
I
guy in
know-
the
I know-
world." And it's like, you do.
I know a lot, but you notice when I don't know something, I don't say shit either. I don't get in here and be like, well, I think, nah, I don't know shit about that game. I'm on the fence. I don't say anything. I ain't like, nope. When I know something, you're going to know because I ain't going to shut
That's
the
me.
fuck up
I
about it.
got real quiet during that handheld PC section of the fucking podcast.
Right.
I ain't know shit
Listen,
about
if you
that.
don't know something,
this ain't my fight.
right. Listen, if I know something, I'll say it. I ain't a know-it-all. I just, when I know what I'm talking about,
the same way.
Cool man.
I will say it. and when it comes out, I'm gonna fucking be Petty Murphy. And I'm gonna be like, I told you. Mhm.
Have you guys ever watched The Expanse?
I watched the Expanse. It was
Mhm.
pretty
It
good.
is the most
is that
underrated,
one on
greatest
Apple
sci-fi
TV?
show.
Yes.
I
Ever.
have the game. I
Yeah,
have the
I-
game.
I
I haven't
heard
played
the
it
thing.
yet.
Yo, this game, I didn't know where they was going with it. I watched the TV show. I watched I think it was 5 seasons. Excellent
Yeah.
fucking show with
Yes.
politics, action,
Yes.
alien input, battles in space.
Betty.
It's Mass
Yo.
Effect, live action Mass Effect, basically.
Yo, listen.
Okay, so I have a
listen.
question. I have a
Yeah.
question. Because I do have the game. I have the Telltale game for the Expanse.
I have Telltale game too. I didn't finish it. Yeah.
Do I need to watch the show to get the game?
You should.
Well,
You
from
should.
You should, because it would give you an idea about the characters they're implementing.
Right.
But you don't
And the
have
politics
to know
and stuff,
it. You don't have to know it, because this game looks like they just made it like a good sci-fi with those characters, because everybody don't know that show. But it's highly, highly amazing. It's highly, highly amazing.
But see, what I'm scared of is that they're saying, oh yeah, this is going to be basically Mass Effect in the Expanse universe. That's great, but that's what Mind's Eye was supposed to be, and it did not come out well.
No, but a game being buggy and shallow with enemies and NPCs is different, right? But what you cannot say this game doesn't look dope. And then when they got into the action, because this is all like a little bit action, a little bit cutscenes, but
this is CG, right? This is not gameplay.
This is CG. That's not gameplay. They got gameplay if you let it keep going, though. This is not gameplay, but it plays like what you're watching. Definitely.
Paul, but I would
the graphics is amazing.
Highly recommend you watch the show. You will not regret it a little bit.
This shit is fucking awesome.
If you ever wanted a sci-fi Game of Thrones, this is it.
Yo, Steph.
This is your sci-fi Game
of
Thrones.
All right.
I know how to say this when I'm in your house. You like that, baby? You like that? I don't say too much.
Yo, that weapon on the shoulder is kind of cool.
You motherfucker. Fuck you, Steph.
So fucking predator shit.
He might be annoying, but he is Mr.
It used to be fuck Lord Metroid, but he's here now, so I can't say that too much.
How about that?
Almost like a rap line.
Did you get a chance to play any of these games, Lemon?
A lot of these games, at the play dates, they only I didn't really get a chance to do that situation like I would like to, right? Because they was being stingy with certain access.
Oh, you know what though, Paul? You would need to for this to understand this.
Yes, to understand this part. But they're going to explain it in the game. They're not going to leave you out there.
But if you to really get the full impact, it would be, the joint looks fantastic.
Yep. This motherfucker.
What I need to do is look at when when the series ran and when the game came out, because then you watch part of the series and the Telltale game came out before the series ended. So.
Yeah. Yes, you don't even understand who the captain is and what the dynamic is. It's some stuff that
I don't have that Telltale game. I need to get that.
Yeah, it's good though. It is good, but other games jumped out right after it, so I didn't get a chance to really finish it.
I love the Telltale. I love any Telltale game. Anything.
Yeah, me too. Same. Yep.
It's like,
okay,
I said Telltale games be perfect for Game Pass. You get them things out like every year.
They have been. Every once in a while they did hit. That's how I got some of them.
Yep. Yeah.
So.
Well, Square Enix is sending out an olive branch to the Xbox fan base, making Final Fantasy VII finally.
Nobody gives a fuck. No, I'm joking.
16 as well.
16 Shadow Drop.
16 though. I'm on that. Yeah.
Yep.
That was by the way, it's already there. Oh, okay.
Right.
I was cheering when it happened.
I got tired of that shit.
I was cheering when it happened because
I actually went to the store and it wasn't there yet at that time.
No,
I don't know what happened.
If you search for it,
sometimes you gotta search. Sometimes you gotta search.
Right. There.
Right, but I was excited for the people who's really Final Fantasy fans, for them to have an opportunity to play the game.
I bought the game twice now.
I got the shit on PS5, so I was like, but I was cheering.
I'm actually going to buy it on Play Anywhere because I get to play it on both that and my ROG Ally at the same time. So.
You don't play that shit. You just bought it.
And from what I've heard, with the next one coming to Xbox in the fall, every single mainline Final Fantasy game is only going to be playable. Not only playable, but on the Xbox you can play all the mainline Final Fantasies. And it's
yeah. They say that's the only console that,
Yo, Steph, man.
Now,
somebody delete that comment.
This game right here was a shocker.
With Gen
I didn't know what this game was. I didn't know what to think of it, but it got me. I thought it looked really good.
No, bitch, it's boring.
This game,
this imagery, for whatever reason, when I looked at the imagery, it reminded me of fucking Train to Busan.
Yes, it did. It did. Exactly.
I don't even know what that is. What is that, Nova? What is that?
I love Train
to Busan. It's a fantastic Korean zombie movie that all takes place on a fucking train.
Yes,
and it don't end the way you think it would.
The premise sounds stupid, but
what can I watch that on?
Very fucking well.
It really is.
What can I watch it on? What can I watch it on?
It pops in and out of streaming services.
It used to be
You'd
on
have to check to see
Netflix.
what it's on.
I think Shudder has it as well. If you have Shudder,
Shudder has it. Okay.
Hulu also has it.
I don't have
It's
it.
one of the best zombie movies ever made. Period.
Fact.
And it's Korean.
A lot of the Korean zombie movies are some of the best you'll ever see.
Yeah.
The Korean movies have been
We Are Dead. The show.
excellently-
Was it We Are Dead? I think.
Yeah, that was another one. Right.
We're all dead. I'll tell you, even Parasite was good. You remember those people who were
Parasite was excellent.
That shit was phenomenal.
Parasite was excellent.
That shit got big time Oscar.
Hold on. Do you know
And the host? The host was good.
That was Parasite was a live adaptation of an anime.
No, not that Parasite. You talk about the Parasite that won the I think it was the Academy Award. You got to see that one too, Lem. That's a good one. That's a really good one. But yeah, you're right about Parasite. That is a live action. That's why I didn't like the fact they both had the same name. I said, can we get a little variation between the two? So we don't get confused.
You know what they're doing? They're making an Americanized Western version of Train to Busan, and I am fucking pissed.
Yeah,
they're gonna fuck it up. They're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, they most definitely will. They will most definitely.
Leave it to the pros.
Leave it.
Now, this next game, this one for some reason,
Lacey's not at Icon era. He's using YouTube. Thank you.
I got excited for this shit, and then it was a fight game. I was like,
I like this.
I thought we were gonna get like a real game.
I love fighting games.
What do you mean?
I thought it was going to be a different. Yeah, I thought so too. But it's a step.
It looks good.
We already have Omni-Man.
These are the developers. These are the original developers from Killer Instinct.
Oh my!
Really?
Really? I didn't know that. Okay.
Wow.
You didn't know that because you don't go outside.
It looked cool as shit visually. I was just hoping that we would have gotten like an open world game.
Yeah.
Living, you ain't right.
No, I'm not.
Me and Lemmy going back and forth the outside joke for a little bit.
You find that shit out right now, Joby? Took you this long?
Yo, I love it.
This was the game that my son was sort of when erupted. He said, like after the showcase, we were driving down to the wedding and stuff. He said, "Man, oh my god,
you look sharp at your wedding, by the way. I didn't know you could look like that. I thought she was gonna have on a robe with a fucking gold,
shoes
crown or some
what
shit.
What was with the shoes? Them shoes look horrific.
You're a fucking.
What happened?
He paid $3,000 for the
album. No, it's a fact.
You the only motherfucker on Twitter.
Look like he was outside kicking rocks.
Can't block when you say stupid shit on Twitter. You the only guy, Bushido. Just want you to know that. Oh, he laughing like the count, but you can't count to 3, bitch.
What the fuck?
Man.
What did your camera's fixed, piece of shit camera.
Thank you. Okay, let's talk about this one. Resonance, A Plague's Tale Legacy. So apparently this is made in the Plague's Tale universe.
This is what they were yelling. This is what they was yelling. Oh shit, rise! I was like,
ow.
Honestly, dude, I thought the same thing, except it was a female. I was like, yo, it's Rise.
One dude with a Roman fucking helmet,
and you think Rise?
I didn't legitimately think it was that.
The beginning of this
that's
shit.
The first thing that popped in my head.
I would think they would have looked at the end.
Yo, shout out to that watch party done by my squad over there, Kit, Geeting them in and everybody else. But I'm gonna say this: is everybody started screaming Rise right there. Mm-hmm. Nobody said 300. You know what I'm saying?
Like 300.
But they
doesn't look like Rise either, so you know.
Nobody said Gladiator.
You saying all Roman guys look the same? What the hell?
Exactly what I said.
There was a whole section of groupies for Rise to my right, and I was just like, nah, bro. They was like, yeah, I'm telling you. I was like, nah, this is not right.
The section that showed all that weird shit, like with that rope that looks like fucking the Wonder Woman's lasso of truth and shit.
Yeah.
Like none of that shit said
motherfuckers.
Rise.
Yo, I'm done.
Yeah,
You're right.
like Wonder Woman's
This
lasso.
motherfucker said the lasso of truth.
Did that shit not look like the lasso of truth?
He's right. It does look like the lasso of truth.
It does. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not.
So like the second you saw that shit, how does that make sense as being Rise?
Yo, this scene right here is Bushido and his wife. That's how they sit on the couch.
What is wrong with you,
Facts.
This game,
he just
Get that all on the couch.
the first one. This game has vibes of Stranger's Wrath from.
You know what it reminds you of? It reminds you of High on Life.
No,
It is High on Life. Right.
Remember
I don't know what the fuck Wise was looking at.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
He's like, it reminds me of the thing that it is.
Right,
Yo,
right.
Wise watched this shit and said PlayStation.
Hey, yo. PlayStation. That's funny.
I'm all down for day one on this one. This game the first one was great.
It's gonna
This
be
one
in
was
Game
really
Pass,
good.
though.
Yeah. It doesn't have so the guy who did the cartoon
And the graphics increased. That's what bugged me out.
Yeah, he looks
the Rick
better
and
in
Morty
the first
guy's
one,
not back
for sure.
though.
Yep.
And the other one was beautiful.
No. He was let go before this game was started.
Yeah, that's Bushido's favorite part. The part with the guns with the double heads. He likes that.
I wonder if that'll affect the humor though.
I do too. Yeah.
I need some water.
Because Justin was a big part of the humor in the show, and just like when they replaced him on Solar Opposites, it wasn't the same.
Yeah, I mean, because they have their own like humor and everything like that. So when you take somebody away like that, it's just I don't know. Hopefully they can.
Look at the branding. Look at the branding. Xbox PC. Xbox PC.
The best first-person shooter, but it was the humor.
But it was fun. But it was
really
fun.
brought me through. Yeah, because of the humor and stuff. So
yeah, and you could watch.
I really like you.
Tawny and the T-Rex or whatever it was. Yeah, the entire movie was there.
I sat and watched the whole
fucking
thing. I love that.
This game reminded me of Princess Mononoke when I first saw it. You know,
a little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
You know how to say all them fucking Japanese names, don't you, bitch? Can't say Requiem.
Yeah, Requiem.
Requiem.
You say Clinton, so you can't
that motherfucker said Requiem.
At least he didn't say Flagstone Rectum. At least he didn't say Flagstone Rectum.
Yo, Paul, he was right there.
Fate's End looks pretty good. 2D.
It does.
And then there was another game also, sequel to Planet of Lana. Planet of Lana 2 is also coming out. So
wow,
somebody wake me up. Somebody wake me up.
We're all gonna play that one, right, guys?
Right.
I was more of a Lois Lane fan, not a Lana Lang fan, but whatever.
Shit!
You just there. You see what he did?
Oh no, your camera didn't fix. It just looked better when it's small.
Wow.
Not the first time that Wise has heard that. But,
You buy a lot of shit. You told me, Lemon, what camera should I get? I gave you a camera and you didn't buy it.
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Yeah, but I think your wife told us you're more like a Micronaut, not a Transformer. So
That's real old school. That's beyond old school.
That's some foul shit.
He's more GoBot than Transformer.
More go away bot. Yeah, go away.
Yeah, well,
Lemon left. He's gonna go shove some shit in his pants.
Nintendo 3.5 million sales of the Switch 2 in 4 fucking days.
Good shit. Let's go.
Go to baby. You know how we do.
And Wise pre-ordered 40 of them, so you know.
No, if
Wise and his army of piranha plant
I wanted the 0.5 part.
That's amazing.
I'm trying to get that fucking 1 terabyte micro SD card express. You can't find it anywhere.
Yo. Question.
It's crazy. So fucking sold out you can't.
Go ahead.
I can't find it.
Question. For the Switch.
Well, it's like not for me.
Hold on, Bushido. For the Switch.
No, good.
What's the maximum memory can it take?
Is there a
maximum memory that it comes with, or have maximum?
No,
memory
like if you want to install an SD card, so what's the max?
As big as the SD card will be, because you have to get like a micro SD card, and it has to be a fast micro SD card. And I think the biggest one.
What is the max can it achieve? That's what I'm asking. Like 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte.
One. So far, one.
All right, cool,
I think the fastest one is only 1, right? I don't know. I don't think there is a 2 terabyte. Oh, no. There is a 2 terabyte limit. I think you have that, right?
Lemon stepped away. He's not in his chair.
Okay, so no, I thought there was 2 terabytes. It was 2 terabytes. I think you can get right. I think KY. Can't you get a?
It is.
Express,
2 terabytes.
What?
Isn't it 2? Can't you get those fast micro SDs in what? What's the biggest capacity? 1 or 2? For a micro.
What are they called?
For the back in the series console?
No.
No.
You mean just for the Switch?
Yeah,
the Switch too.
It's got to be express though.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't get them any larger than 2 terabytes.
No, I'll just ask like what's the max? The max is 2 terabyte. Got it.
2 terabytes.
And I think the 2 terabyte one is like I paid $200 for the 1 terabyte, so the 2 terabyte must be $300-$400.
I'm seeing like I'm seeing $279.99 on Best Buy.
I don't know if you know. I don't know if you noticed, but Microsoft just quietly released the 4 terabyte expansion card for the Xbox.
Oh no, we know, and it's very expensive too.
It's like $480.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I got no problem deleting shit off my console and installing it back on when I want to play it.
I
got
do
no
the same
fucking
thing,
problem
Super. I do
doing
the
that
same.
shit.
If I don't play the game, I just delete it. You know.
And they're like, "What if they turn off the button and you can't access your library?" I'm like,
now,
when
what
that
you
shit happens,
do is you
20
buy
years
you.
from now when the robots
I'm
come,
not one of my-
I'm not gonna
I'm
give
not
a
one of
fuck
my
about
people's
that game
back
anyway.
You get that Western Digital Black hard drive.
Yep.
It transfers up to 800 gigabytes a second.
Skynet goes live.
And you could just transfer in minutes.
I got that one.
10 minutes, 6 minutes. Whatever it
The
is.
8 terabyte, right?
Nah, I bought the 5.
Oh, I
The
got
8 wasn't the 8 wasn't out when I bought it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
got
bought
the
it when Major Nelson first talking about it. Then, so I got the 5. So
Got the 5.
I have 2 of those expansion cards.
Yo,
and I
why
only use one of them.
put me on the big screen
Tell
2
one of
seconds.
those bitches you can
Alright,
fix
go
your
ahead.
shit.
Oh shit!
Put me
Hey,
on the
Lemon, I
big
like
screen.
that shirt, man.
I was using one of those as my Call of Duty card, but I haven't played Call of Duty in quite a while. So
This is when you got a good camera wise.
No, go fuck yourself.
Why you
got a
had
good
it on
camera.
like that, Lemon? I thought it was better than that.
That's actually dope. It came with a little figure. That's fucking dope.
No, that's
Lemon's like you go wrong.
Yo, Lemon, show your shirt, dog. Show your shirt. Let me see the shirt, dog. Yeah, I said show your shirt, not rub your nipple, my guy.
Shout out to Wise.
he knows
This
what
was-
you really want. So
He
you
said-
know.
I'm okay.
Watch him
He
out.
sent me
I'm
the
okay
switch,
with the nipple
right?
thing. Do your thing, Lemon. Yeah, come on, give it to us.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You do you,
I'm gonna
baby.
start-
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
Right.
charging you
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
baby.
Yeah, shout out. Let me shout my brother out while these people here, man. Shout out to Watts for securing that bag for me. And
Yo,
he said
y'all.
this,
hilarious.
Did you guys say the lemon has a nipple ring?
the first, watch your mouth. Look, it even got the original batteries. These is probably no good now, but
Yeah, throw
look,
that shit
this
out.
what what he sent me, man. My man Master Chief. Y'all know how much I love Halo. So this
Who
was
sent that to you?
I felt like I'm not gonna say no homo jokes, but I felt like that with a bag.
I sent him that one, and I sent him the Dead or Alive stick.
Hey, have you seen the fucking? There's a NECA Master Chief. It's like 18 inches tall. It's fucking dope. Have you seen that shit?
Just fire.
18 inches when you're sitting in your chair, that shit is taller than you. You like this? That's nice.
I remember when the launch,
You
of
got
Halo
guns
3.
and everything.
Thank
At the
you. I
launch-
appreciate you. I got number of love for you, brother. You're one of the gracious dudes. Even you, Paul. I love you too, but you're a bitch sometimes. But anyway,
Damn.
Yeah, I remember the launch of the
Yeah,
PlayStation, the launch of the Xbox 360,
nice.
360 and Halo 3. I remember when Halo 3 launched, there were 2 controllers that were limited edition 360 controllers that they had released for Halo 3. That was one of them, and I have the other one. So I know he's a fan, so I sent him his way. Plus the Dead or Alive joystick as well.
That was one of my favorite special editions where you got the fucking replica of the Mjolnir Mark III helmet.
This is my rap version of my boy John. This is my rap version. He blinged out, motherfuckers. Yeah.
I like that little pendant. Yeah.
You got to go.
He sounds like Flavor Flav.
On the way.
Yeah, look, Supernova, look into the camera. We're gonna make Xbox your premier platform.
You ain't shit.
Look into the camera.
Hey, one for that suck dick.
Wow. I'm gonna have to put you on.
It didn't suck dick, but it's not my favorite.
Wow. Shout out to you, Wize. Thank you so much, man.
No problem.
And now, if you just buy that fucking camera I suggested to you, motherfucker, we'll really be friends.
Well, even if you just got the Logitech C90, whatever it is, it's a decent camera and it doesn't break the bank. Not that
I told him that
pixelated shit to not free.
I told him that. Yeah. Not only do I still got my C90, I'm gonna use it on my Switch.
Bro, yes. Honestly, you could get a mount and run the phone on the the camera on the back of your phone. It'd be better than shit you're using.
No, I am no. I'm actually using my phone.
He's on his phone right now.
I bet you I can tell you something about that bag. I can tell you something about that bag. Wait.
That's where he keeps the cocaine.
Yobi in here starting. Hold on. Let's see what Yobi got in the bag. Hold on.
Here come the bricks.
By the way.
Cocaine.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
I got a case for it.
Ooh, nice. Oh, look at that. Nice. Look at my boy showing off my favorite colors. I'm biased.
Yeah, this is the one you gave me. And
the pancake lens. Talk that shit.
Yeah, that pancake deal is good quality too.
Yeah. Come on, bro. I don't got come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, I'm still waiting for
no, but you need to put the cover on it. Don't let the sensor be out like that.
I know. That's why I keep it
because no. Dust from the bag can get on the sensor
there too, yeah.
Okay, and then you're gonna be saying, "Lemon, I see particles in my video." Yeah, you're gonna have to get your little duster. Don't give it head on live, but just.
All right, so let me ask. Okay, so cerebral KY and Lemon. Okay, this whole stuff has happened this past week. What
got a ray gun?
What is the scuttlebutt? I know you've heard things. I know you've.
Wow, that's an old expression.
Scuttlebutt about what?
Underneath, games, potential hardwares.
This is what I'm going to say to you, Wize.
Industry buzz.
There's a lot of industry buzz. When I give y'all the gems, y'all interrupt me.
Go ahead.
Back.
Shout out to Paul. But I'm going to say this. Everything can't be said live, son. Were you trying to get me blackballed like Tim Dog?
Yeah, I know.
God damn.
Okay,
when I give you the gems,
you can get black balls on your own.
Nah, I'm good. Yo, listen, I like being in the circles I'm in.
No. Is there anything that you can sort of like allude to that, kind of tongue in cheek in a way, kind of?
I did. I gave you all the insight on the fucking handheld. What else do you want? My left lung, motherfucker?
Well, no, because you smoke as much as I do, so I don't need your.
That's nice. That's sexy, Yobi. That's sexy. Yeah. Yo, you my bro. I love Yobi, man. You see, Wize? I've been taking care of my team for a long time. This is the first time somebody's ever took care of me. No Diddy. Absolutely no Diddy. Yo, listen, I really fuck with Wize, man, because usually I'm that dude that's, helping my team out. So I respect Wize because I'm always giving.
No, guys, this is what friends are for. These guys are all. I really appreciate you guys coming in every Friday and doing this with me. And this wouldn't be a podcast without you guys. So I really appreciate all of you.
And believe it or not,
you'll be pulling out all the stops.
believe it or not, if I was in a position to be giving stuff, I would.
Yeah.
No question. But I have to give people their flowers, Paul. You know what I'm saying? I always give my people my flowers.
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I don't have the resources to.
Look, my IRLs are not into gaming as much.
They're not as gay as you want them to be. What was that?
They're not as gay. Your IRLs are not as gay.
Wait, did you say your IRLs?
He said, yeah,
IRL.
He did.
They're not into gaming as much as you guys are. So I mean, like that's what I am. So I like relating with people who are gamers.
Only thing you don't like is giving people good visuals.
I'll give you
all the money has in
no
it.
more camera jokes. No more camera jokes.
It's his fucking podcast, and he's got the worst fucking camera here.
You know, all the resources he has, and he's got my first camera from Playco.
What are we
Bro, my little
You must have
camera.
a sponsorship with them. Then
Logitech Video. What I'm using right now.
You got that.
Let me announce something real quick.
When you get that camera, you got that one ten soup from your local Chinese store. Say here, we love you a long time. Hey, camera.
Yo, get out.
Something might be coming true for me that I've been working very hard on, man. I might be getting, hopefully, wish me luck, fellas. I might be getting that sponsorship from B&H. So now all the shit that I have, I don't have to buy it to show y'all. I'll be able to get lended and gifts. Lended stuff from B&H, my favorite store in the world. Favorite store.
Let me
Brian looking.
It ain't no mic because they know you personally.
Yeah, facts. I mean, yeah. Hopefully, you see me do my vlogs in there, but
exactly.
You know,
you say, what a store, yo,
KY. When I walk in Best Buy, when I walk in B&H, they go, "Hey, Lemon's here." I'm like, yeah, I just want my money.
Exactly. They know you. They know you.
Yeah,
like a store in New York, Lemon.
Yeah, it's the only store in the world. They NASA box camera from them, Steven Spielberg. It's when you go in there,
nice man.
It's like
shit in there too.
It's like super tech heaven, bro. Yo, I gotta go in there with Depends on because my underwears be wet. Shit is crazy when I walk in that store, bro. And I always walk out with some shit.
But let me ask you a question. So when you were watching the live party, what was the announcement that garnered the biggest buzz?
Final Fantasy.
Good shit.
Really?
Invincible. High on Life. There was roars in there for several games. Really Final Fantasy, right? And it's not because we I have it already, and many of us do here have it, but to see the excitement for people who really have one console. Everybody can have all these consoles, bro.
Do that.
It's a big bill when holiday season come up and you got to buy 7 games and you got kids, you got a family, you got rent, you got mortgage.
You don't have to buy shit new though. You can buy shit used and it's way cheaper. You can own every console if you want.
Excuse me. When the last time you been to GameStop? Games 5411.
We're talking about the consoles, not the games.
No, but when you buy a console, you want games. I mean, you don't buy a console and say, I got PlayStation.
But whether you have one console or 3, that game's still going to cost you what it costs you.
Yeah.
Unless you got Game Pass. Oh, sorry.
Oh, shit.
If the game is in Game Pass,
sure. But nah, it's we know it's an expensive hobby. I've been an advocate for this handheld. I've been an advocate for the Asus ROG for the last 2.5 years that it's been out. But it's a niche and it's an expensive market. It's not no fucking... What I do on my channel, when I do unboxings, I always get all the accessories and I tell people the easiest and financially way to make this feasible. But that hardware is still $800.
Facts.
That's a lot of bread, bro. And now it's as I had Wize pull it up, it's $900.
It's more than
you got people who can't fucking pay for that. Like,
me.
I have a serious question in this. Okay, I can understand. No, but I can understand. Like, okay, if you argue with PlayStation or Xbox, why they're going up on the price on their console because it's just one console. That's what they make. Well, PlayStation makes 2, and so does Xbox, but they're just 2 SKUs basically, big ones. So if they don't want to make that much, they can increase the price of each one, whatever. But my point being is this is Asus. This is really the only generation that I've seen where old tech keeps going up in price.
Yeah.
But you know what happened? COVID. We're still getting those effects. We're still seeing a lot of these studios closing, right? A lot of these devs being laid off, right? a lot of games being canceled comes down to budget. If you really look at the economy, the planet is still in a recession. I don't give a fuck if they're not saying, oh, New York City, the biggest city in 50 states, shut down. It's shut down, bro. I've never been to 42nd Street and seen like 3 people walking around. Ever.
Real. That's some scary shit. Wherever you go to a place where it has to be full of people and
on a Tuesday night, you see thousands of people on 42nd Street, 46th Street in Broadway. Thousands. I went up there. I was driving my bus. I had to do a bus move from Brooklyn to Manhattan. I had to drive through the city. I saw like 2 people walking down the street. I said, what the fuck? It looked like some Walking Dead shit.
A lot of filmmakers took advantage of that and filmed some of that stuff because they knew they would use it later.
I own a business, man. The mortgage here is $4,900, right? I have a rental space for bar mitzvahs, repasses, weddings, birthday parties, right? Bro,
I'm renting studio apartments that are not even 500 for 2,500 pop or more.
For them 3 years, bro, that mortgage came out of my pocket, bro. That's why I never, no matter how much I talk tech, it's not personal. It's not about your wallet. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm never going to say, oh, you should buy it because I could afford it. That is retarded. And I hate people that do that on the internet and try to act like everybody could just go out there and spend. That's like saying everybody should have a fucking 5090 then.
Right.
That's not realistic. That's not what makes NVIDIA the money. It's the 5060 cards, the 1080p cards. And what made me mad, even in the past 2 weeks, these content creators who got 100,000 subscribers and everybody look to what they say, they lie to the public, bro. They will tell you, oh, like this week, oh, the Xbox handheld is going to revolutionize gaming. Bitch, if you got a ROG Ally, they have not said anything that it don't do. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. They was like, oh, you can put an external eGPU. Yeah, you can do that on all of the fucking PC handhelds. That's not, but they be in that Xbox, put their name on it, right? They put the button on it. You got people just selling shit to people that they can't afford.
Right.
And you got people capping, yeah, I'm getting it. No, you're not. We gonna keep it real. If y'all was buying these games and all this shit, like I said, with the Xbox community, if y'all did exactly how y'all pretend to play on Twitter,
you would not be in the situation you're in.
Right. Xbox would have never put their games on PlayStation. Never. Because then they would be like, fuck y'all. Because at the end of the day, they got more studios, more AAA titles dropping in a year than PlayStation has done this whole generation this year. Right? So it's just not realistic. And we have to, I think, my responsibility as a content creator is to give people
the facts.
I'm not going to sell you something that I'm telling you this hardware going to be expensive unless Microsoft cuts a deal.
Well, the argument was foolish to begin with. They said the Asus ROG Ally X, whatever you want to call it, is as much of an Xbox as the Surface is a Windows. That does that make sense?
Let's be real.
No. I need him to explain that.
What I'm saying
is, okay, it's a Windows Microsoft made device.
Yeah, but it's not like, for example, Surface runs Surface runs Windows, but Surface is not the only thing that runs Windows. It's a client
it's a first party brand.
Right, exactly. So same thing with the ROG Ally. It just runs a software. It is not a dedicated box. It's not a console like.
It's not a console. It's not a console.
Yeah.
And when people, that's why people kick back. Oh, Jez, don't be lying. I told you the conversation with Dirt. We ain't gonna go into that again. But I say, bro, the handheld that's coming out this year is made by. I told him specifically, it's being made by Asus. It's a partnership, but every Windows device that has Windows on it, laptops to desktops. This is their
litmus test. This is the canary in the coal mine, if you will.
No, but they'll be fine because, like Paul said, we don't get full. We don't have access to the full Windows. PlayStation 5 don't have a browser, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's true.
But you got Edge.
I mean, there's one on there, but you got to do a bunch of bullshit to get to it, and it works dog shit. But it's not built into the OS.
It's not built.
Someone send you a link to your DMs on PlayStation. You can access a bootleg browser,
which is fucking bullshit because PlayStation 4 had one, motherfucker.
Right. I did too, and they disabled it. They took it away.
Yeah, because motherfuckers was watching Pornhub. Y'all know what it is. It was like Uno After Dark with a browser. Like what the fuck?
Because they put a graph out about that.
I don't think you should limit. I think I solely believe the next Xbox, being that they're a PC company first,
facts,
that they should have a console that plays everything, because that's what they're known for. They have become the Windows of gaming. That's what they're fucking known for. When they just made a console, the first Xbox, 27 million. That's hardcore. They don't have a casual fan base. They do not have that. So when a system sells 50 million, which is the number to be successful, it's not 100. That's overachieving. When people say, oh, they sold 150 million. Yeah, that's way over the regular number to be successful. It's really 50 million, right? Or 40 million. And then they said, okay, we're going to stay in our lane. We're going to be the software dominant company we are. And that's what they're doing. And anybody who's an Xbox fan should know that, instead of throwing tirades, tantrums.
Well, my big thing is
statements. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. They're a software company.
Yep.
This is why they're the number one trillion-dollar company in the world. And Apple was when, they had that title for the last 6 years. They are not even number 2. They're fucking number 3. And Nvidia has
number 4 and 5 because they don't have no AI
right anymore. But even if they came in with AI, it don't matter. I told you AI is a band-aid for lesser hardware. Right. You don't want AI. Listen, AI can be a positive, right? But it
can be a tool. It can be a tool if used properly. It can be a tool.
The Xbox One X still today is my favorite console, and I'm gonna tell you why.
It's fire.
It's just like what the Switch did, right? And I got a whole video I'm making with mad titles. When you brute force resolution, when you brute force frame rates, there's no fake frames. There's no button lag. Remember, this is why I don't fuck with Digital Foundry, even though I know Richard Ledbetter had plenty of conversation with him. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
So Richard Ledbetter and them, they're very smart. They are high dudes in terms of PC programming and PC games and features. And they will explain some shit to you. You'll be like, what the fuck is ambient inclusion? I guarantee you, if you ask somebody, what's ambient inclusion to the average consumer? They're like, what the fuck is that? They don't know what that is.
Yeah, but going forward in the future, won't AI be used for more things like how to inform how to actually produce the hardware than what it's going to do on the software side?
You listen. I know you watched The Matrix, right? How much motherfucking AI you think you listen? Seen that
stuff? You ain't shit.
Yo, listen. You know what's crazy? My nose don't get no.
Finish it. You gotta say it, bro.
Nope.
You gotta say it.
I'm talking text, but what I'm saying is, we have to take things with a grain of salt. And when I was on GRG, Yobi can elude. I don't know who else listened to it, but I was telling them about this tech and the prices. And you know what the first thing K-Mega said? Oh, you make a lot of money, so that you're going to just go with the high end. No, bitch. Technology is expensive. And you want the next all, end all, be all, just like with the 4 terabyte. It's a great option for $400+. You don't see them cutting corners, right? If they made everything 2280 SSD, which means the regular long drive for people who in English, it's financially feasible. But no, they want to give us the 2230s in a small little compact situation and put it 4 terabytes. Smaller is more money. You don't never see nobody say, y'all upgraded my laptop. Why not?
Because it's more
Why
expensive.
not?
Yeah,
It's super expensive to upgrade a laptop. Nobody talks about that. So when I say
the miniaturization of technology costs money.
It costs more money. So when I say things, I don't want people to go, yo, he just got money so he could. No, I'm telling you what the fuck it is. You don't have to like it, but it is what it is.
Coming out at $450 base price. If this bitch is coming out at $450 base price, then
sell it and buy a better camera.
Oh shit. I'm glad you did it, Supernova. I ain't got no more camera jokes.
Oh, wow.
A lot of them, but I'm not
at this point, honestly, just fucking hit stop cam. Because I'm tired of looking down at the frozen picture of your fucking face while you're talking. Thank you.
If Wize was mooning us right now, we couldn't even tell that was his ass. That shit is bad. But this is I want people, listen, if you don't have a ROG a la X, like I said, K Asante is one of the smartest dudes I know, man. We had a long conversation. I never met him in real life to the last PAX. And when we got out to last weekend, I said, yo, dude, they're gonna hit all these devices with the software. Yo, Lemon, no, they're not. I said, the fucking Xbox ROG a la X is going to launch with the software, which we already planned, which Cerebral Paul also alluded to before he got here. I said that. And I said, it's a lesser version of Windows 11. Facts. But when they have to put it on the other handhelds if they want to be successful. Right. They have to. But as soon as Asus put that tweet out and said, yeah, we're going to update next year, ROG a la X's and this, that, and third, I said, well, the only thing that's going to make me buy the new one is if that Z2 Extreme chip is going to really give me performance over what I got. But if it's like 5 frames, fuck out of here. I'll wait. Because I go out there and I spend the money early. And I'm telling you to wait. If you have one of these, but if you don't and you have the money, you can't go wrong. It's a fucking full PC.
Right.
There's no.
But what?
No, there's nothing.
What is this? But what is this bullshit that I've been hearing online that people are complaining? But it doesn't run Xbox game. It doesn't run or does run Xbox games natively.
It's not a console. Because it's not a console.
It's not a console. It's a fucking PC.
It's a PC.
But if all Xbox games are Windows based, then what is a native? What does that even mean to run?
The games are native. You download them. You can play them offline. You can take it with you like a Switch. You're getting way more performance. It's a native situation. You own the Steam Deck. Paul just got it from you. There's no native apps but fucking Steam on Linux.
Right.
Period.
You just can't play your games out your library. That's all.
You don't see no game on ROG Ally that says ROG Ally certified because it's a fucking PC. That's why. You don't have to be fucking certified. Everything works. Every game works. Everything on Steam Deck, you have to get that certification. Yeah, we made it also to work on the Steam Deck. Yeah, you have to because that's Linux. That's why. That's the only thing. I don't see none of you motherfuckers on fucking Steam Deck playing fucking Destiny.
Hey, yo.
Why? Because you don't have this security as Windows, and they said we not putting it over there because people are hacking and doing everything else.
So
great device.
Apparently, Destiny 2 came out with a backpack when it first came out, a collector's edition backpack. I have it upstairs. I didn't even know about it. I guess I'll send it to
Jesus Christ.
Wow. You got it and then forgot about it.
Yo, Wize.
I totally
I got a real question for you, Wize. I got a real question for you, Wize. You collect things like I collect things, and several other people ain't collect shit too, as you see Supernova's background. Do you got those Halo 2 condoms from Europe?
What the fuck?
No, they didn't have Super. They didn't have.
Wait a minute. Why are you laughing, Super? That was real.
It was a real thing.
I know. That's why I'm laughing. In fact, that's a real thing.
It was
the commercial was finish the fight.
Right. I was on somebody's podcast, and I'm like, you motherfuckers don't even know they had Halo 2 condoms, and they was like, you just a fucking X-head. I said, nah, motherfucker, they really had condoms for Xbox for Halo.
And the commercial was finish the fight.
Well, right. So here's a question: does this new one do the same, more or less sales than the current Asus ROG Ally?
because of the way they're marketing it, it's probably going to do less.
I suppose that's right.
All right.
Because it's going to be marketed toward the Xbox crowd.
I'm going to say this.
That's no one said.
Steam Deck is the top seller on the planet. I want some Mr. Frosty.
Yo, wow, shit.
Yo, get me the Ninja Turtle with the bubblegum eyes.
Right. Oh shit, that's crazy. But nah, I'm gonna say this: the market leader for handhelds.
This is what I have.
Is at 5.7 million, closer to 6, right?
Steam Deck?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. That's a lot for a fucking niche device that's really PC orientated. I don't know what the ROG sold, but see, they don't really count the ROG separately. They don't count the One Player X separately. They put all the motherfuckers in the same bag.
Yeah, I was
because they're Windows devices.
And all
right. They don't really say,
but I don't think that's accurate.
Right. It's like, listen, they just put them because they're all PCs. So they just put them in one category as a handheld because they all run Windows. So who's really competing against each other on that shit? It's just, it just, if you want a bigger screen, buy the Lenovo, the Legion shit, right? Buy that shit. But the best device is still the ROG Ally. That's the number one device in terms of performance and everything else. That's the number one.
So why do you think it's sold less?
You got my DM?
Deck?
It's fucking cost $800.
The price.
This is not my shit. What is Steam Deck cost?
The Steam Deck entry level was $350 because of the RAM, because of the memory
difference. Yeah,
right.
It's a big difference. So when it's like I said with the One Player X, that shit is a monster. But that shit was $1,300 at lowest and $1,500 at max. That's motherfuckers' laptops.
Yeah.
Nobody's buying that.
I see people online trying to say that this new one's going to cost $499. And I'm like,
okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
Out of here. You
There's
just
no fucking way that's coming out.
No way. No way.
People online saying that. The rumors is it's going to be $499. Get the fuck out of here.
Ain't nobody said
that. $450.
Right.
Yeah, nobody with any credibility said that. Nobody with any credibility said that.
Yo, it's always the community that run with shit.
Paul, who has credibility at all online that says any of this shit? They none of them have credibility, but they say it anyway. And they got big
but the ones that are saying 800 to 1,000, that's where I'm at. I'm
that's where it's going. That's where it's going. And that's going to eliminate fucking
right. That right there, the price immediately is going to eliminate people out of the conversation.
You know they're not going to
sell them. I'm like, you wasn't there day one for these fucking console sales at 500.
They're just not going to sell this at a loss.
I'm telling you the price of what is. I'm going to tell you the price of what it is. It's going to be $699 for the lower end, and it's going to be $899 for the upper end, unless Microsoft finds a way of subsidizing it somehow, which I don't think they're motivated to do.
Remember, this is why I told somebody with the next Xbox hardware, people, I think it was Supernova. I said, they're going to aim at their hardcore because that's what Microsoft is built on. That's who carries them. They're not going to shortchange the people that really spend the money. Now, being that they putting their games everywhere, you fucking buy what you want. But we're going to give our community who really supports the hardware. That's how I feel.
You think about console?
That's my opinion. That's not a fact because I do not make my opinion fact. I feel they're gonna give us what we needed. Because remember, when they came out with the OG Xbox, that was the first 5.1 system on the planet. That was the first.
So how motivated would they be
Ethernet
to get into a price war PlayStation for the next iteration?
But they don't need to.
You don't need to. They're gonna they're milking these motherfuckers right now. They're making more money now on gaming because they're putting their games over there. They're milking you.
Phil has already said we're not competing with PlayStation at this point. He flat out said that.
Yo, listen, first of all, did you see the fucking Sony store? Out the top 6 games, 5 of them is fucking Microsoft owned.
Yes, indeed.
Why do they give a fuck? Why do they give a fuck? Why would you give a fuck?
Today and said the hardware guy came out today and said for Sony, he said, "Yeah, we're definitely PlayStation 6 is definitely all on our mind. That's all we're thinking about right now." Yeah.
But the point is, they also came out and talking about they changing their business model. They want their games everywhere. So who's really right?
What this is going to do is it's really going to test the strength of exclusives. Because if you think about it, you could play a PlayStation game a year later on the new Xbox hardware, whatever it is. And you could play an Xbox game maybe a year later on the PlayStation. So how compelled are you to get one device over another based off of exclusivities and days and dates?
But what does it go by? It's where your homeboys are playing.
I was just about to say that.
It depends on what the games are. Because if it's going to be 12 different versions of Concord on the PlayStation side, I know I'm buying a PlayStation to play different versions of what Concord was. But if GTA 7 comes out fucking exclusive, everybody's going to buy whatever the fuck that machine is.
Yo, hold on. Go back to that screen. Your name is Buster Nutters Maximus what?
Bust Nuts Maximus Ultra Prime.
Wow.
Dude, it's been like that for 2 years, bro.
Yo, no, but you always can't see it, bro. So I look at you talking. I'm looking at the screen. You talking. I said, "What the fuck does that say?" Holy shit! My shit just says Runaway Dragon TV. I don't even know how to put the little.
That's my Transformer porno name.
You know what? I'll fuck with you. Transform and roll out, literally, motherfucker. I fuck with you, man. Holy shit! Wow, Buster Nutters Maximus Ultra Prime. Oh shit! He's a primal, people.
Here's my thing. I wanted to touch on it earlier too. You know, everybody's always talking about the number of units sold per game per each console, but I tend to look more at the percentages because we know there's a lot more PlayStation consoles out there than there are Xbox consoles.
Yep.
But when you look at the percentages of games sold, PlayStation doesn't sell a whole lot more as far as games go on a percentage level for how many consoles they have out there. They really don't.
Yeah, but they're ran by the casuals. Of course, they got hardcore. That's the people day one,
but they
right?
also got the problem is because of their longevity, because they were out for one generation before Xbox, so they just got that brand awareness. Positive or negative PlayStation, what you will. Their brand awareness.
Xbox also, in my opinion, has also had a real issue when it comes to marketing for the last two generations, especially when it comes to their games. A lot of their first-party games, people don't even know about, and it's like they're about to release, and just the marketing is. They look at PlayStation for Spider-Man. They fucking wrapped the entire fucking train in the subway.
The whole freaking state of New York knew about that game. And that's always the one thing we complain about Xbox. They have the worst freaking marketing. I mean,
and it's crazy because they have so much more money for marketing cap. So how is it that they aren't doing it right?
Okay, this is what they don't do.
Exactly. Right? There's different ways you can do it.
When you go on Broadway, 42nd Street, 47th Street, 48th Street, right? They got Gears and Halo everywhere. Forza everywhere. But when you go to the smaller marketplaces, you don't see shit.
Right.
And that's where Sony puts it everywhere. But if you go to these big cities, LA, Miami, you see Yo, I got a bus from New York City. We move more people in a day than motherfuckers move in a month. Facts. We got our buses plastered with Game Pass. But we are not the community they need to be grabbing. They need to grab the smaller areas.
The problem that I'm having is that Xbox advertises their games in the vein of Game Pass. Like from my perspective, the way Xbox is positioning themselves is that these games are good, but no one game trumps Xbox. I mean, trumps Game Pass. Whereas PlayStation
Game Pass is their bigger
game.
But
that's not going to do with how bad they are at advertising, though. Even if it is one game or two games, even if you look at the perception with PlayStation, Spider-Man, you see that all down Times Square. They even advertising it on football games. All this, it's the perception.
But you see, therein lies the problem.
Wait. To be fair, Xbox has been doing that too. You can watch football games and wrestling. They pick and choose where they're.
I was getting ready to say yes.
And that's the point. I'm saying. Sony advertises on a larger scale, right? And Sony and Microsoft advertises in major cities.
And who has the deeper pockets? They have deeper pockets. They still just don't do a better job, though.
But guess what? They don't even. They don't, but those days is gone. They don't give a fuck. We putting our shit everywhere. Fuck you.
And still need to advertise.
At this point in
time,
also, I think always using Spider-Man is more recognizable anyway. I mean,
right.
I don't even have to be a gamer to know
because that's the first one that came to mind. But all the God of War, same thing. You see the marketing is everywhere when those games are coming out.
Right.
That's just the one I use because they literally
a month before the game comes out. Yeah, it's not even before a month before the game comes out. It'll be months before the game comes out. You'll see it on buses and so forth. So Xbox will wait until like the week.
No, Xbox got burned when they did that with Halo. Remember? Because then it was delayed for an entire year. They had all those Doritos bags and all those soda things.
But again, that's a problem internally because how did game testers or whatever play the game and not realize it was going to need to be delayed?
They got burned so bad.
When they got burned during the showing of the game and it became a meme, it was like, I think we need to go back and
But you know what? That's not an Xbox thing. That happened with a lot of games. That happened with a lot of games.
But I'm just saying
Redfall also. Like, how did game testers not play this shit? Fucking bug.
No, my question. No, my whole thing.
That shit just happened to Mind's Eye.
Oh,
Mind's Eye actually did a pretty good job of marketing for small games.
That shit just happened with
Lemon. You're a businessman. You're a businessman. Metroid, you're a businessman. Nova, you're a businessman. I'm a businessman. Okay. We know what is our primary product. Xbox's primary product from day one was Halo. It was tethered to their console. So how do you allow something to your primary focus to be shown for the first time in that state?
Okay, this is what happens. Board members.
Yep.
Remember, the devs said we wasn't ready.
I was going to say,
The devs said they wasn't ready.
That made no sense. Was them announcing a quadruple A studio that then doesn't make
they never said that. Okay, that was not stated by them. That whole quadruple A studio shit was not said.
That was Drew, whatever his name is.
There's no such thing as a quadruple A game.
Yeah.
No, I know that. But I'm saying they were calling it a quadruple A studio. And I was saying, well, then why, if they're now the best studio, why aren't they working on the flagship IP?
Yeah,
if they didn't call it that,
or why are we waiting 10 years for the same IP and still keep seeing the same clips until just recently?
Yo, listen. Yeah. Have you seen the last year with Infinite? Do y'all even play it? They got more content than damn near fucking Fortnite.
Yeah, they just dropped some
I
new
agree,
shit.
but first impressions are first impressions.
Once Pierre took over, everything just went.
Listen. First impressions is the best impression, right? Or the most looked at impression. But we can't keep living on when the game came out. Look at the game today. You can't say
but the perspective is what keeps a game from selling. Like you look at the
20 million people playing fucking Halo.
Yo, can I say something right quick?
The fuck are we talking about?
Lemon. I was just telling. I had a conversation with Marley yesterday. He was saying. Oh, hey, Halo Infinite is dead. I'm like, no, it's the multiplayer is not dead because they steady dropping content. It's still millions of people playing.
20 million people are playing on a regular.
I kept telling him that. He's like,
no. They're still going with the first showing, and they want to promote a narrative, and you should start picking who you choose.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at the Steam charts. It said
how can you go to Steam and just find?
I understand that.
But that's an indication of numbers, Lemon.
That's an indication on
It's not a good indication. It's not a good indication.
Yeah, it's still an indication. You can't tell me there's 20 people playing Halo Infinite on console.
I mean,
listen, data is data, guys.
Motherfucking people are playing Metroid.
Metro has never been a huge seller for Nintendo.
Why fucking not?
Wow,
it's one of their lead IPs. It's 2D.
Metroid really isn't one of their lead IPs, dude. What the fuck we talking? That's what I'm saying. Kid Icarus is a lead IP.
Okay, how many people play Mario? How many people right now are playing
Super Mario, and fucking Super Mario. That's it.
How many motherfuckers playing Zelda?
Like, here's the thing, though.
When Nintendo releases a
Mario, when Nintendo releases, when Nintendo releases a Mario and Zelda,
how many people playing
Splatoon? Make sure those games come out like flawless almost.
There's millions of people playing Smash Brothers.
Breath of the Wild,
Right.
34 million.
Right.
Copies. What are you talking about?
Smash Brothers and Mario Kart are their two
Right.
main.
And there's
fucking
millions of
IPs.
people still playing Gears. There's millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of motherfuckers playing Forza.
Facts.
But you see,
There's millions of people playing Halo.
I kind of lost the point what
But
we're talking about now.
Okay, so the problem is Microsoft, they sort of
Shut up,
they
man.
don't sort of see what they're doing here. Like they established themselves as the house of Halo and Gears. That's been the meme for the longest time, right? Halo Gears.
Yo, let me fuck
let me
Wise
say
head
this.
up.
Hold on.
Get Wise, because I'm
No,
gonna
but
fucking
wait,
destroy you right now. This shit is crazy.
No, but what I'm saying is, okay, like for example, Clear Obscure came out, and it came out in a very well. It was the first day and date on Game Pass. Why not trump that and make that your own?
You ain't right,
Possess it. Make it so that people do not see any difference between Clear Obscure and Xbox, as they said, don't see any difference between Halo.
But it's a niche type of game.
Hold on. No. Let me get him, Bushido.
Good.
I love this PlayStation banter. I love it.
Why's the PlayStation banner?
Oh, here we go.
It's not a PlayStation banner.
It's
No,
not.
you keep talking about what Microsoft ain't doing. How many fucking games in the top 10 Sony got on their own store?
All I'm saying is they need
No.
to advertise the games more. They need
I
to put
asked
more
the
games out
question.
there.
No matter what y'all advertise, motherfuckers, how many people playing Killzone?
Come on, you can't say how old is fucking Killzone?
No. How many people are playing anything? How many people playing Destruction Derby?
Fuck, the last time I
Destruction
fucking-
All Stars.
Right. Destruction All-Star. And I bought that shit.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't. I fucking knew better. I looked at that.
That one got me too. I was like, wait,
if you're gonna be hard on Microsoft, what the fuck has Sony done multiplayer?
Yeah, but we're not talking about them right now.
No, we are, because you're not gonna sit here and try to say Xbox ain't doing this. There's more motherfuckers playing Gears Reloaded
their IPs more
right now than people are playing any first party on PlayStation.
I done got them started.
No, because it's true.
We can't pull away from Game Pass and leverage their IPs.
No, straighten them out,
That's all
Baldy.
I'm saying.
Really, Game Pass over 40-something million people. How many motherfuckers?
It's at 80 million people.
Then where are you getting those numbers from?
Yo, this month I got it from Microsoft. I posted it on my channel. Yes, sir. Yes, I did. I'm not talking out of an Xbox dude. Yes, they just recently announced there's over 40 million people playing on fucking Game Pass.
I didn't hear that.
No, but I'm saying, like, I never remember how I did Doomslayer and that other dude. He ain't been back since.
It's hard to not know stuff.
I don't give a fuck about no console and what they make financially, but we're not gonna sit in here and bash Xbox because Sony is still trying to figure it out.
I don't understand what you're talking about, though. Like, what's the point we're talking about?
This is what we're talking about, Bushido. Bushido, you need a remedial class in information.
No, I'm just saying we just got off the tracks like a run.
Listen, what I'm saying is we can't get in
way
here
off the track.
No, we didn't. You can't get in here and say what Microsoft ain't doing when Sony ain't doing anything.
Yeah, we talk about the shit they don't do all the time, though.
No, but we talk about now because Wise is going in. It's just starting to sound like crossfire.
Does he ask you a question?
No, he asked all of us a question, and he keeps bantering like Xbox just needs to. Sony need to fucking get any bag.
They both need to do shit. There's both.
Microsoft is eating. Microsoft is eating online. Let's not get crazy.
And so is PlayStation. They just have
35 million players.
Better.
Forza Horizon,
right.
20 million players.
And PlayStation just posted record quarterly profits. They're both doing fine.
No, they both.
Hang on. It's easy to have record. Wait. It's easy to have record quarterly profits when you kill half your games and half your studios.
I don't know about that, man. They spent $400 million on one game and lost it all.
Yeah, Concord cost them a lot of fucking money.
For a lot of money. And so did was the other Marathon is still costing the money. The other game, that's not even counting the games we don't know that they canceled.
The other fucking bullshit heist game is going to cost them a lot of fucking money.
Right.
200 million to kill that shit in 2 weeks. Who's really fucking up?
But that's
Speaking of, okay, so let's talk about something more positive about
This is
Xbox. What about next year with the 20th
now
anniversary?
he want to crossfire and change it. Wow. Wow. You see? Yo, Wise, when you want crossfire, you are the advocate for Xbox. You come here, you the advocate for PlayStation. You start this me, motherfucker.
I still think Xbox is better off separating themselves from Game Pass and putting their IPs first and foremost. I think
separating themselves from Game Pass, that makes no sense, dude. That makes
I
no sense.
don't agree with that. Yeah, I think Game Pass is the thing for them as far as revenue is concerned, because you need to have something, a hook, which you don't have as PlayStation does. PlayStation hook is PlayStation, just the brand in itself.
All right, this is the number. This is the number. This is the number, and I posted it on my channel, and I showed the receipts. Game Pass on PC up 49%. Now, this is what's crazy. PC motherfuckers don't pay for nothing subscription. Only MMOs. How did that shit grow on 49% in less than 8 months?
Yeah, you got me with that one. And I thought the same thing.
And my issue Wise is, and I hate to say it, whether you're a Game Pass fan or not, Pandora's box has already been opened. You cannot now turn around and say, okay, we're going to stop Game Pass. You're going to have to buy all your games flat out.
Right.
Because that would kill that would kill the company.
Understanding what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying Game Pass is bad. I'm not saying Game Pass should be dissolved.
What happened?
I'm saying is when you're advertising it, advertise the game. Put the IP first and foremost in front.
That's where we started. Clear obscure. That like what I was saying was it's a niche. First of all, most people didn't like the concept of turn-based games in the first place. So it's kind of hard to push a game that, one, you don't know how everyone's going to take it, and two,
you know what the issue with that is? Because a lot of these gamers did not grow up playing those
Listen. Let's be honest real quick. Clear Obscure is
Are you cutting me off?
Is a go ahead.
Finish cut that bitch off. Super fuck him. He everything is fucking boring. Fuck
you
that.
Budo face, Larry. It's my time to talk.
Right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Metroid.
No, go ahead, Bushido. You go ahead. You finish.
No. I was giving you the floor.
All right. The reason why a lot of gamers they don't like turn-based is because they didn't grow up playing those kinds of games.
Facts.
We did. So to them, that's trash. It's whack. But to us, it's not. So it's kind of a division. When it comes to that, that's the problem. Yeah.
And how many? And why the fuck Wise bring up a game that's made by somebody else from Microsoft?
But hold up. The point I was going to make before is let me finish my point before. Clear Obscure is a great game to be in Game Pass, but it's a bad game to sell Game Pass. Just from looking at it in trailers, it's not a game that's going to get a lot of people in the Game Pass, but it's a fantastic game to be in the service.
But
and the problem is there's a lot of games like that. There's a lot of games that when you're in there, they're great games for the service, but they're not games that are going to push anybody to the service.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Right? We all got Netflix here, or most of us.
Doom the Dark Ages, that's going to push people to the service.
But hold on. Right. We all got Netflix, right? You got Netflix movies, and then you got everybody else shit.
Well, right, but at the same time, still like Super Saiyan until the buzz comes out. Good.
Every game in Game Pass does not provide a Game Pass seller. It provides quality to the service.
Talk about it.
Yeah, but that's hardcore gamers. That's us.
Hold on. When you go on Game Pass, and you've been a Game Pass, this is for everybody in the chat. And let's just say you say, man, fuck this. I got too many subscriptions. I'm gonna cut my Game Pass, and then when your game's cut off, then what? Now you start to see the value when you gotta buy all those games separately, right? Come on. We can't. Let's call a spade here. Because if I turn off my Game Pass, everything that I like in there that I play.
So
let comes a purchase.
Also, not everybody goes back to games and plays them after they've already beaten them.
I mean, that's a different narrative, Super.
I go back to Starfield.
No, it's not a different narrative. I'm talking about a whole different subset of people, because not everyone is like you, where they want to have the games in their collection for all time, for all eternity, and they're going to play games from 7 years ago today. Right, not everybody's like that. There's millions of people that they play a game,
I can go with that,
and never look at it again. So if the service takes it off, it doesn't.
I do that now because of hard drive space. I beat the game, I erase it.
Yeah,
because now it's completed.
Not everybody's like that.
But what they do at Game Pass, as we see at the show, Xbox Play Anywhere, everything Game Pass, right? The games that they showed. They're showing you why you should stay in
I had
the
that
service.
one, the fucking Halo edition. That's my favorite Xbox console.
Yeah, me too.
Look, right? They showing you why, because they keep adding shit to the service. As with Sony, why are you removing your first party from your service?
I've always complained about that.
They
It's
added
some of the better games.
Forbidden West.
Come on, bro. Listen, I don't do console war, but this is facts. Me as a hardcore dude, I spend a lot of money. We all spend money here. We hardcore. I always say that. We are the hardcore. Turn your games off. Turn off a Game Pass and see how you feel tomorrow.
Lemon, this is what Sony said.
Right. Man, that wasn't that bright.
Come here. They added Horizon Forbidden West.
Yobi, you were saying?
They said they added, this is what Sony said. They added Horizon Forbidden West to their service. And then 2 months, after 2 months, they took it off because they said they lost over $20 million for putting that game in the service.
And then they didn't get it back when they left, did it?
They lost $20 million off of Horizon Forbidden West because people could have bought it, but instead they.
But how do you quantify that?
No, first of all, they didn't put that game in their day and date. They put it in there when it died out.
Yeah.
Right, but that was their reasoning for that was the reason.
We all know that's bullshit.
It was stupid.
That's bullshit.
I thought it would really help their service a lot more. Okay,
they don't treat PS Plus like Game Pass though. It's really not. It's treated like it's like extra little thing. It's not treated as the Game Pass is like in the front of everything on Xbox. That's like the main thing.
Supernova, but that's what they're pushing. Everybody got it. It's like if you listen to Yoshida, right? Yoshida, right? He said both companies got two different visions. They got two different visions. So you can't discredit somebody else because we're going a different route. Y'all going a different route. You can't say, oh, no, y'all wrong.
I have PS Plus because it's required to play games with my friends.
Me too.
And I get my free games every month that I add to my library. That's it. I don't treat PS Plus as a service to play games.
And then here
and do that. And that's not really what it's pushed as.
But hold on. You don't think Sony would love that Game Pass treatment?
Everyone's been trying to say something for the longest. Go ahead.
So I was just going to point out too that when they put that game on there after it had already been sold out, most of the people who wanted to play that game that have PlayStations, they had already bought it and played it. That's why they wouldn't see a real uptick in the numbers there.
Facts.
Now, when a game is at the end of its life or whatever you want to call it, and that's when you put it on that's when you put it on PC, that's when you put it other places, because then you're going to pick up the customers who haven't already played it. Because everybody there within that service who had that level of PlayStation, whatever it was, they played it. They had no reason to go back to it.
She said was right about that whole thing with the Savage Planet devs. When I heard that, I was like, you just shot yourself in the foot. So how are you going to take?
But the second game is in the service. It's coming to the service.
How you gonna complain about taking a bag from Xbox, but at the same time your game isn't well known? It's not that type of IP, but you're going to take the bag, but then say like, oh, I wouldn't really necessarily put my game in there because of sales. Your game didn't sell well in the first one. It was a good game. It's a good game though.
Again, that's where the percentages I was talking about would come in again too.
Right.
And listen, if you're taking the bag to be in the subscription service, you shouldn't be expecting sales. You took the bag. That's the reason you took the bag.
Right.
To offset the sales.
On top of that. Exactly.
And this is what I tell you all the time.
Hold on, one second. And here's the crazy thing. He said that, but you got the part 2 of that game coming to Game Pass. So
yeah, he said that after the part 2 came out. Exactly. Yeah. So and I'm like, dude, if you good.
Everybody that goes in Game Pass does not get the bag. Some people,
and then you get incentives on top of it.
Right. It's the incentives, right? Like you'll get a smaller developer of an unknown game and they get paid like motherfuckers do for streaming, like on Spotify, right?
Right. Yeah.
They get paid for the streams. You know why you know how they get paid by streaming? Because they sign those retention deals. If your game has this amount of players, this amount of hours, this is what you receive after the fact. if you look
a little bonus payout.
if you look at the interviews I do, I ask those questions to developers. Shout out to my dude, Pizza Bandit. He talked about that. He said, "Listen,
Dreamcast guy."
No, motherfucker.
Oh, fuck no.
That's pizza face. That's different. That's
right. That's right. Pizza face. Right. You're right. I got my pizzas mixed up. You're right.
That pizza face.
Go ahead, let me.
This fucking Hot Marks. Oh,
you know, the bigger companies like Sega with Yakuza, like a Dragon, they caught a $10 million bag. Okay,
that's nice.
That's not the fucking price for everybody.
That is nice.
No,
some people get those. Some people
that's Yakuza.
No, right. Some people get the retention deal where you get incremental. It's like being an NBA player. If you have a good season, you get bonus money. You average a certain amount of points, you get bonus money. You go to the All-Star game, you get bonus money. You get MVP, leading rebounder. It's incentives. That's what it's called.
You get even
a lot of these smaller people, they get incentive deals, whereas you could take your luck and just put it out and see what happens. And they go, nah, fuck that. Fuck that.
I want to know why is it always the graphic? Why it is always the graphic designers for the team going, Game Pass is bad. What the hell, dude?
I understand it. Or any service. Anywhere you take the bags.
Let's pivot a little bit off of this and let's go to Phil. When after the handheld was announced, he came on and
we had no 4 hours, right?
Yeah, we're
you
finish
can
up.
leave,
I talk about this topic.
I will, Lemon. I will.
I got to talk about this topic, then we'll go. I promise. So next year is Xbox's 25th anniversary. So Phil said that next year there's going to be a new Forza, there's going to be a new Gears, and there's going to be a returning IP that's been with them from day one, which obviously has to be Halo.
It could be
Hydro Thunder.
It's got to be a Conquer.
Or not Hydro Thunder. What's that boat racing game they had?
No. We gonna stay with that, motherfucker.
I forgot.
He said Hydro Thunder.
What was that game called? Because Hydro Thunder came to my mind, but I know it's not Hydro Thunder. What the fuck's it called?
Hydro something.
It was called. It was called Wave Race, motherfucker.
Okay. I thought it was Hydro something.
Wave Race and Nintendo. That was fucking a joke.
Oh no, my god.
Okay, no, that was Wave Race Star with a fucking R at the end. Get your shit straight. That was the Jet Moto competition.
Jet Moto.
Hold on.
I'll tell you what game I wish it was. Crimson Skies.
Crimson Sky
was
fire.
It was a good game.
It was fire.
Bloodwake. It was called Bloodwake.
How about this? 1 versus 100, motherfucker.
Don't let
that. No, he also said we're getting a Fable.
1 versus 100 was fire too, though.
Yeah. 1 versus.
Hey, what was that game you used to have back in the day on the original Xbox where everybody played like a Mario Party type situation?
Fusion Frenzy.
Red Fusion Frenzy.
Bro.
You didn't even have an Xbox then. You was watching people play.
No. Like, no, man. Go ahead. You play. I'll just watch.
Fusion Frenzy.
It could be Voodoo Vince too.
Hey, Voodoo Vince was fire though.
It better not be. It better. What's that shit?
Fire.
It better not be Phantom Rush.
Fruit Ninja 2.
Maybe it's
I can't really think any other big games from the first generation Xbox. I can't really.
Yeah, I can't either.
Crackdown 4.
I mean, it's a Splinter Cell, but
Crackdown wasn't on the OG Xbox, wasn't it? I thought it was a 360 game.
That was 360.
Right now, it's fire.
Yeah, Crackdown wasn't on the OG.
Wise don't know he's fighting for his visa back then. Fuck Wise.
I still fighting for my visa. Nothing's changed.
He was still working part time at 7-Eleven.
Wise.
It's fighting harder for the shit now than I was before.
No, check me out.
Back
You
then,
can see
Wise,
what you want about
he was training. He was training then cobras in India.
Wait, hold on.
Slapping him on the head.
He used to bend over and say, "Bite me in the ass."
That's right.
Oh God. Wise, you can say what you want about Crackdown, but if you fire up Crackdown 2 right now, you will find you will find people still playing this game online right now.
I didn't know
Crackdown 3
even exist.
Crackdown 2 was actually good. 3 was dog shit.
I like 3. I like 3 multiplayer.
I'm thinking about 3.
I enjoyed it.
2 was my favorite.
Especially because of the shit they told us 3 was gonna be.
Oh my!
And then what it ended up being.
This is when you pull a Final Fantasy 7 remake and you give it to 3 studios besides who should be making it.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have did that. Don't lend your studios out. Ask Nintendo. It doesn't work out.
Anybody
It
play the
doesn't.
Games to final?
It doesn't work out. You need to take your brand that you're into, that's been your identity of your mother company, and you got to do it. Nintendo is like, we ain't giving nobody else our games.
That's right.
You actually virtually killed the
It doesn't
IP.
work out. It does, because they don't have the love. It's not the original crew. It's not the fucking vision of the game, and it's definitely not what the fans want. You can't do that.
When you let people borrow your shit, they don't take the same.
Right.
They don't care of it. It's not theirs.
Right. You don't do that.
Right. So did anybody play the game finals? The finals?
No. The finals,
I have.
Cells actually played quite a bit of it too. So
all right, so check it out. So
we don't mention that name here.
No, but check it out. You know the destruction.
Let me go get my bong. Let me get my bong.
All right, so you guys know the destruction activity in the finals, right?
Mm-hmm.
That tech that was originally supposed to be for Crackdown 3 multiplayer.
Get out.
Really? I don't know that. Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So that was a tech.
The shit in Crackdown 3. If Crackdown 3 had been what they showed us in that demonstration, Crackdown 3 would have been.
Remember, they changed that game 3 times, man.
Here's the thing now: the technology and stuff now, the technology and stuff now could do what they promised then.
Right. They were also saying wild shit back then. They were saying with the fucking power of the cloud and cloud computing, your Xbox One X would have the power of 3 Xbox One X's. They were saying wild shit.
Listen, while they was making that tech they was using, that's on the finals game right now, that somebody bought that studio, so they couldn't use it no more. So they had to basically start way back from.
I think we're just at the point now where these machines have the computational power. They could do shit like that.
Right.
But they were talking about, cloud compute back with the PlayStation 3 era. Remember back in the day, it said, "Oh, your PlayStation 3, when it's idle, it could help process somebody else's game and shit like that." Or whatever.
That was different. That was what do you call it?
Well, no, it actually. It actually could do it, but at a very rudimentary level. It actually
it was called, hold on, real quick. It was called folding at home. It was a program that just did fucking what do you call it? Simulations for cells and shit. It wasn't trying to fucking blow up buildings with rocket launchers and have them break into 5 bajillion pieces.
Right.
It was something that used your CPU.
Basically, it was peer to peer. It's called peer to peer.
Your lead platform is Sony. Name the game that they debuted their version of cloud computing. Name the game. I'm gonna tell you, Mag, motherfucker. 250.
Oh, dude, I love Mag. I played the fuck out of Mag. Raven Clan for the win, bitch. I know what's. I played the shit out of Mag.
Real funny guy, because I had Mag too, but when you have to run to a certain level and then they had to load a multiplayer level while you're playing it.
Yeah.
See, I never saw that happen. Even on the biggest maps, I never saw it load mid-game.
Yeah, you never seen 100 people on the screen, let alone 256 motherfuckers.
That shit was crazy.
It was crazy.
I think
that's a game I wish they would bring back. I really like Mag.
Mag was good.
Mag was good.
Yeah. But I think this whole cloud shit, all these companies use it as a scapegoat.
Fuck that cloud gaming shit. Fuck that.
Yeah,
but what about Kojima and his cloud-based game?
Oh yeah, is it Kojima? Yeah, Kojima's new that horror game, isn't it?
Okay.
That game that they're gonna make it with in
Koji-
conjunction with Xbox.
Kojima- Odeo.
No, what was it called? It's something.
Is it called
Panic. OD.
Yeah, OD.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, the shit they just show people from the neck up. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
listen, man, that better than
that girl's like,
how the game is.
Hey, you're
That weirdo crap like that.
you're talking shit about Jeff Keighley's crush, okay?
Yo, Jeff Keighley breaks his neck.
Yeah, listen, man. I
Yo.
knew I was watching fucking Summer Games Fest. That dude popped a bone, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
He
Kojima's
sure enough
about to
did.
come out on stage.
Sure enough, did. Even Kojima sounds probably sitting there like, "Hey man,
He was
get off
sitting
my
there.
top."
He had a mic stand so he could rub his nipples. I was like, Kojima's freaking coming out.
First of all, when he goes to kiss Kojima ass before he walks out, Kojima don't even know what he's talking about.
He sure enough don't. He got turned to his translator like, "What he
You
say?
know what he does? It's
What he say?
like
Stupid this time."
When somebody comes to my bus, they're a tourist. Be like, you know where you're going? They just go.
You know what I always think is funny? Kojima can speak English. They talk to him and ask him questions in English, and then he replies in Japanese. And it's like, motherfucker, you speak English?
He doesn't. No, he doesn't.
I think maybe he knows what the question is beforehand. Maybe
he nods.
Why you know?
He nods. He doesn't speak English. Stupid face.
He probably can understand some of it, but he doesn't. He doesn't have enough.
Speak English.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I've been playing.
This was crazy. He reminds me of that Mexican guy in fucking Men in Black, and he starts speaking to him in Spanish. And
Ain't that turn to the alien?
and then he goes, "You don't know what he." Yeah.
For my part, I have to offer him an apology.
That's Kojima.
For my part, I have to offer him an apology. Death Stranding, when I first saw it, never really cared to play it much. I didn't look kind of boring.
I don't care about that game. Period.
No, let him finish. I want him to dig this hole. I want him to dig this hole.
Oh my god! Go ahead.
I've been playing it, and I've been enjoying myself. It's a good game. Yeah,
you must watch. You must watch.
Oh my god! It's the most taking game.
Yo, Paul.
So for your summer job, you're gonna go work for UPS and act like it's Death Stranding, right?
Hey, listen, hold up, listen. I enjoy Death Stranding, and there are games that are much more boring than fucking Death Stranding. People play all the fucking time, different strokes for different.
I'm not knocking that, but I'm not playing no game that starts with boring.
What?
It's a good
game.
I'm not
playing. The game takes 15 hours to get started. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
but I am trying to get the second one though. See if it's in good.
No,
I am interested.
I'm interested. Like the little bits of the story that I've seen in Death Stranding look interesting, but when it takes too far long to move the story along, or you have to sit there and find a pathway to someplace. Oh my god!
Do we have any Persona 5 fans in here?
The game. No, fuck no. I tried it and I was like, I can't do it.
You know why? Because it took 6 hours for you to fucking get into the action.
I just didn't like that style of game. Same
Wait a minute, you didn't want to.
I don't like Yakuza.
You didn't want. That's not. Okay. Oh, okay. You didn't.
I'm just saying. It's another game.
I will say I've completed one Yakuza game. The man who forgot his name or the man who erased his name.
You didn't want to play Persona and get to the end and fight the boss that looks like a dick.
Come on, man.
No.
Yeah,
I know.
Have you ever beat
the giant penis at the end of Persona? Yeah, he's very famous. Yeah.
I'm good. I'm not.
Guys, it is.
I can't wait to get to the end so I can see the tip. I'm good.
I need to get these guys out of here, and I need to go myself. So let's go ahead and go out with our outros. Let me start with Yobi, my man. Tell us where we can find you, sir.
Fighting with his watch.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
Yes, it was.
Yobi, your sign off. Where are you? Where can they find you?
On Twitter at Legendary Yobi. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, Nova, my man. Tell us where we can find you, sir.
Throwing gang signs.
YouTube, Supernova Gaming. Twitter at it's Nova. And then here every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern for Wasted with Wize.
You forgot. You can find you on the corner breakdancing in your wheelchair doing 360s.
That's what I do, man. Spinneroonies all day, son.
Spinneroonies.
Hi, my man Metroid. Tell us where we can find you, sir.
You can find me on Twitter at Lord Metro X and here every Friday night at 6 p.m. watching Lemon smoke a cigar of a nub like a fag.
Baby dick in it.
This number's bigger than your dick.
Oh.
In fact,
if
you don't do it, you would be over.
Metro's never been on camera, so I don't know.
I mean, it depends on how big the screen is.
Actually, he is on camera right now. He's just not small.
That's why you don't come on camera, motherfucker.
You don't understand. He's watching this on a 120-inch TV, so it looks like it's fucking 12 inches.
Yeah.
120.
All right, my man Lemon, tell us where we can find you, sir.
108 Dragons TV, Dragons Den every Saturday, every hit every Friday, man. People hit that like and subscribe, share this out, make sure y'all get involved. You never, ever, ever get this type of energy anywhere else.
And to the haters.
Yes. No, let me show you a fucking, let me show you a big finger.
Nah, you have to do it right.
That's
I'm gonna get Yobi some lotion for the hands, man.
That's also bigger than your
Like
right?
this. No, let me show you. This is how you do it. Put your hand out and say, the Transformers more than meets the eye.
No. Right. Just one for you.
This is the fuck you session brought to you by Wize and Crew.
It's Go Gadget Salute.
Oh.
All right, Cerebral, tell us where you can find you, sir.
Nowhere.
Yelling at Lemon because he won't let me talk.
Let me talk.
That's funny.
Right now, X, formerly Twitter, Cerebral41, Twitch sometimes, even though I still don't have my PC back, so not that often. And Friday's here, Thursdays for GQTV.
Come on,
I've been doing stuff with Jokey at the Oddcast, movie reviews for bad horror movies, so keep an eye on the Oddcast feed for that stuff.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's about it.
No, lordsofgaming.net, because I'm a writer.
Well, I'm an editor more than anything. But
Oh,
yeah.
shit. He correcting people? Fuck.
Woo.
Oh, that's not good enough. You can't put that out.
He's an English teacher by trade. So
I'm actually a very good editor when it comes to
that
correcting
motherfucker is Jonah Jameson of LogNet. Fucking
Hi, Bushido, tell us where you can find you, sir.
Oh, shit.
Real quick
You
sidebar.
gotta say Jay first, though. You can't just say Jonah.
Exactly. Jay
Jay
Jonah.
Jonah.
James Jonah Jameson.
I just learned
It's
that.
just J. Jonah Jameson.
I just learned today that Lord Metro is a chulo. I did not know that. I thought he was a white guy.
I'm
I'm
you
You thought he was a white guy? You're really
Yeah,
bad.
he's a white guy.
Yeah.
No, he became 10 times cooler now.
Yo, this
You know?
motherfucker.
Man, you ain't
Born and raised.
No. He didn't know what
Lord,
that shit
Metro,
meant.
he's 5'0. He's 5'0. Run.
He's not 5'0", but he got ice for your drink. I'm just ice for your drink.
He's got a Christina wallpaper.
Y'all so dumb too.
Tell those Chicanos to get back in the 18-wheeler. Tell the Chicanos to get back in the 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Paul,
man.
going to hell.
You guys are horrible.
Oh,
Hey, man, I hate the drogas.
You can catch me on Wednesdays or Thursdays, depending on what day Bob has the podcast.
I don't know
At like
why he
8
got you
o'clock.
over there. You're not a bonus. Oh, you know why he got you on there? Because they need a retard on every show. Facts.
Oh.
Wow. Wow. Everybody was like, wow. And that was pretty low.
Bushido, it took him a while to come
Oh,
back.
shit. What you said he need a helmet?
Yeah, true.
You said buy a fucking helmet.
Oh, shit. Ooh.
Was it every Thursday, Wednesday, or Thursday at 7 or 8 o'clock? Depends on, I don't know what's going on Bob with the show sometimes. It's got to do with his work schedule. But and Twitter, Xbox, PlayStation, Steam.
Tell the truth, Bushido. You can find me on my
N7. Bushido N7
600, ColecoVision, Sega Jaguar.
Mr. Bushido N7.
That's cool.
At Grindr, you can find him over there. Yeah.
Mr. Big
He said,
Bobby.
making that rent money.
Disrespect is real.
All right. I do want to say thank you to KY
Edit.
Bob and
Outliners
Fabio
knows.
for stopping in. And of course, you can catch KY where,
Wow.
as Bushido said, on his show Wednesdays and or Thursdays. And same thing with Fabio. You can find him where KY is, and of course, you can find
you can find Fabio in the KY aisle. What the hell?
Right. Find him getting hit in the face by birds on roller coasters.
Like he is perched out. Okay, wow.
I want to say thank you to everyone in the chat. Without you, there wouldn't have been a show. C Steph, Cozy, Sir X-Men, Lesser Logic, what's his name? Rich Krishner.
You can find Cozy in that shopping cart. I'm gonna push it down a hill and let her bust her fucking head open.
Rich Krishner, Red Dead Panda Gaming, Xbox International Podcast,
oddly specific. Like you thought about doing it before.
You want to get down?
Evil Click. All you guys, man, thank you so much for stopping by every time. I really appreciate it. Without you, we wouldn't really have a show, and you make this podcast what it is. So just want to say thank you for that.
Fire, son.
All right. So as always, I am the wise old gamer, the man who brings the fun in dysfunctional. You can find us here every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, and with this motley cast of characters. And yeah, that is our show for tonight.
Wait, Wise.
Wise old gamer is the blood.
Read what C Stuff just said.
Yo, fuck him.
I
got several things here. This is bigger than your dick. This is bigger than your dick. This is bigger than your dick.
Yo, Lemon, why are you going around measuring people's dicks?
Because he's a dick entrepreneur. He's a businessman.
He's a dickologist.
Bro.
He's got a PhD in dickology.
Yep.
Instead of a doctor of philosophy, he's a dick of philosophy. Yeah, there you go.
He's got a doctorate.
I majored in piping.
Man, if only that was a class in fucking school, nobody would fucking drop out.
Right.
Oh man, you want to say no? Fuck that! I got it coming up.
No, man.
Guys, that is our show for tonight. And yes, you catch us here every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And remember, you can be anywhere, but you've not been anywhere till you first been wasted with Wize. Have a great night, everybody. And
Wize in the bloods.
have a great night, and we will see you next week. And
shit.
Got